What's up, guys? It's Jed. This is a little impromptu live. I wasn't planning on doing this because I was over at Vacay Bay's live. If you're not subscribed to Vacay Bay, please do subscribe to her. She's good people. She's a good person, and she likes having a very calm stream. She does not. She does not believe in the free smoke type of stream where people yell all over each other. Um, God, she made it possible for me to actually have a somewhat civil conversation, if you can call it that. Still a little one sided, but she controlled it. So I think she did a good job. So yeah, just definitely go check out Vacay Bay. If someone has her channel link, actually, let me get that channel link and I'll throw it up there so you guys can check it out. Oh, damn, it's already down. She's already down. Give me a second. Yep, it's already gone. But apparently, some people had something to say to some other people or to me. If you have something to say, as long as you're respectful and you're not yelling over me or yelling over anyone and you're not cussing people out, we can do a conversation up here. But there will be absolutely no racism and no hate of any kind. I'll throw down the link one more time. Yo, what's up, Star Wars Dad? Or if you want, you can come up and talk about the cruise for next year. It don't matter. We can talk about that for a little while. You're more than welcome. You know, the next Freak Fest or the Freak Off, apparently, you know, how the last cruise was a freak off. Which was it was far from that, but oh, and supposedly I hijacked Star Wars Dad. I hijacked that cruise, by the way. So I'm a very, very bad boy. I shouldn't be hijacking cruises. But yeah, whoever wants to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Please, though, no hate, no racism. What's up, John? How you doing, brother?
Hey, not bad, man. Not bad. How are you?
No, I'm doing okay, man. I am a lot calmer than what I was last night. If you only knew.
Why? What was going on last night?
So yeah, we will have to talk about that in private. That's a private conversation.
Okay.
Trust me, it's definitely not for the tubes.
Okay. No problem. I just had no idea what was going on last night or anything. So
Yeah, so yeah, I was talking about the cruise for next year over at Vacay's channel.
yeah.
You know, people were asking questions, and of course, you had Yepes with the freak off, and you know, Chad making his comments and everything like that. But
It- you
I've been
know,
endorsing it. I've been endorsing it.
I don't care what anyone has to say.
Neither do I.
Um, I really don't because you know, um, I my original what I call YouTube cruise was with Jay, OG Boogie, and Dracon. Right? We had an amazing time.
Yep.
Then the next one, Brian Harkin and I, we went together out of Mobile. It was an 8 day. We had the time of our life there, man. We actually swam with sharks during that cruise.
Yeah. That's some shit you try to get me to do. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck you. I'm too
I
much of
mean,
a fucking buffet to be in the fucking middle of the ocean with some sharks. They look at me and say, "Oh, you can eat." No, thank you.
but no, it was absolutely amazing. And what was so funny about it, Bron had a life jacket on, and everyone had goggles and flippers, but Bron's a big boy, right? And that life jacket wasn't the best thing in the world for him. He needed a much bigger life jacket, right? But
But
dude,
did they have any arm floaties for him? They could have given him some arm floaties.
arm floaties wouldn't do Bron a bit of good, man. But
Such a
dude,
BSBB.
he champed it out, man. He had the time of his life. I mean, he really did. And on the way back, because it's about a 45-minute boat ride to get out to, where you get out there and you jump in the water with the sharks and everything. Man, his face was all just lit up. And he's like, I can't believe we just did that. That was awesome, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's great. And I'm just sitting there chugging down on the rum punch because they give you rum punch, right?
Right.
And so I'm just getting fucked up on the boat ride all the way back to shore, right? And I'm like, I'm taking advantage of the free alcohol. Just give me as much as you can, you know.
Oh, let me make sure this is who they say they are. Who's this?
I hate you, Jed. Boo! Boo!
All right, what's up, Prime? Bye, Prime. Fuck you, Prime. Anyway, see, I told you he shows up every time, John. Every time.
I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. But yeah, I don't care what anybody says about these cruises that we do, man. They're magical experiences. If anyone out there wants to say, hey, it's a freak off, or it's the dirty cruise or whatever, dude, I don't care. You were with us last time, and dude, it was magical. It was
No,
just,
the cruise is what you make it to be. If you want it to be a freak off,
yeah,
you're not going to have a freak off with me, But if you want it to be a freak off, more than likely you could set it up to be a freak off. If you want it to be, magical and friendly the way we had it,
yeah,
that's all in your corner.
yeah,
Whatever
because
happens in your room happens in your fucking room.
exactly, because you saw what we did, man. I mean, we hung out together, we had a blast together. Um, and you saw me. I didn't even want to go to anywhere near the club, right? I was
Right.
like, y'all have fun with that. I'm going to go gamble, right? And because I was much more comfortable gambling than being in that club any day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's nice to have money to fucking throw away. And of course, motherfuckers like you throw away money, you make money. Why does that work that way, John? Because if I put my last $20 on a bet, I'm losing it, right?
Dude, I
No,
can't,
you put your last $20 on a bet and you're gonna come out with like a few thousand. That doesn't
dude,
make sense to me.
I can't believe I made that much money on the ship though, because I was fucked up. I mean, fucked up drunk, right? And I had started just with $100, and I had done got like 35, 36, 3,700, off of $100 playing roulette. And it was like 15 minutes to the casino closing down. And I was so drunk. I was like, man, I really don't feel like gathering all these chips and gathering them up. So I took all of that and I put it on a number. They rolled, the ball, and my number hit. That's why I ended up walking out of there with like 15, 16,000.
Hey, let me put an advertisement for the next the cruise. Hold on.
Hello, I'm here to tell you about a revolutionary new product called Cumdon. What exactly is Cumdon? Well, Cumdon is an ancient Indian herbal and well-being tonic. Reformulated and tested for safety by NASA astronauts, I think it's safe to say there's never been a better time to get Cumdon. But don't take my word for it.
Getting cummed on makes you smarter. It makes you faster. It makes you lose weight. It makes you more aggressive. When I started getting cummed on, I got a promotion right away. People knew there was something different about me. They're like, Matt, what's different about you? I'm like, well, I just got cummed on.
It changed my life. Once I got cummed on, I got not one boyfriend, like 6 boyfriends, because they knew how much I loved getting cummed on. And the weird thing is, like, suddenly they started getting cummed on.
You can get your friends cummed on. You can get your wife cummed on. You can get your kids cummed on. You can get your grandma cummed on. What are you waiting for? Get out and get cummed on.
I first got cummed on from my son, and then I went out and I got my wife cummed on, and the results were just instantaneous. You could see it on her face.
This product, it is just,
And during this limited time offer, the first 50 callers will get an amazing new product called Jizzed In. Call now, get cummed on, get jizzed in. What are you waiting for?
we got cummed on and we love.
So, if y'all want to go on the cruise for a freak fest, that's what you can expect.
Well, I got to answer that question there. Why didn't we help Ron get laid, right?
We did try to get him laid.
Yeah. Well, I look at it like this. So everybody's a big boy and a big girl, right? If someone wants to, go that direction, more power to them. But that's not where my mindset was. My mindset is having a good time and going back to the room and crashing. Now, Ron's a single man. He can, take care of what Ron needs to. But see, I think a lot with Ron was what happened with the upside down pineapple in their room that night with LT. You know, um, God, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall that night to see it. I really do, LT. That motherfucker.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
dude. I was actively trying to get Brian laid, man. I was like, I had him come to the club and everything like that, see if he would get up there and dance. I don't know if he danced at all. I know I did, but
I don't know because I really wasn't in the club. So now, there, I got to say there was women all over the ship. There really was. I mean, if someone would have tried hard enough, yeah, I'm sure anybody and everybody could have gotten laid if they wanted to, you know. But something I was looking at, and
I got laid.
well, I don't even want to know, you know. Really don't want to know. I mean,
Yeah, man, I was jumping off the dresser and everything.
oh my God. I really don't want to know that. I mean, um, I, yeah, maybe that's why you had the flag in your ass that said, USS Cum Guzzler, being
Okay, see,
sailed into.
now I got to put you away for a little while. Yeah, you remind me of my brother Daniel, man. You fucking say some fucked up shit out of nowhere.
But I was doing some looking, and have you heard of NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yes.
I was thinking because they've got the 7, 8 days out of Port Canaveral or Miami, right? But they've got the what's called save and sail, right? You can all in the same ticket price. You get your drink package, you get an excursion, and a little bit of Wi-Fi, right? And it comes out cheaper than what we would actually pay if we got everything and went on Carnival for the same length of time.
What about those? You know what Katie would love to see? I think Katie, you wanted to see Alaska, right? Katie would love to go on one of those Alaska cruises.
Now
You know,
they're expensive.
yeah,
I
I heard that. I heard that they were expensive.
Yeah, Alaskan cruises are they're yeah, they're expensive. They're like $2,000 a head.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it looks like it's the Caribbean for us.
Yeah, they're like 2,000 a head. Now I've never been on one, but dude, I've watched video after video after video. Um, they are absolutely beautiful. Now they're cold as shit. I mean, most of those Alaskan cruises, you're going in deep winter, and it's colder than hell. You know, um, you don't see anyone out there on the pool deck at all. Um, me, I much rather be in the heat all day long. I can't stand the cold.
Yeah, you and me both. You and me both. My thing is, I was actually quite surprised when we got on the because I thought it was going to be hot the whole time.
Yeah.
But actually being up on what was it, deck 11 or something like that,
Mm,
where everybody went to go smoke, it was actually pretty cool.
yeah.
No, but that then I realized, well, that's because the ship is moving and you got a constant breeze going.
Yeah, the
And
breeze was always blowing. And then as long as we stayed right there in what I call that smoking deck area, it was shaded. So you weren't out there in the direct sun just getting cooked, right? And the ship's moving and the breeze is blowing and it was really nice. But there was some times where the breeze blows so hard, I had my hat on, I'd have to actually hold my hat, on top of my head.
oh
You
yeah, I
know?
almost lost my hat a couple of times. My fedora, yeah, I
Yeah.
almost lost that a couple of times.
But no, I mean, this next one, you know, no matter where we go, no matter, who's there, it's going to be it's going to be a great experience no matter what. I mean, as long as we get good people, that's what makes a good cruise.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, when you've got a whole bunch of good people together and everybody's enjoying the time with each other, that's what makes a good cruise. Now, um, definitely great food and activities and everything, adds a lot to it. But like I said, it's the people that you go with is what really makes it memorable.
Let me say what's up to Intellectual Soapbox in the house. What's up, brother? You're the OG too, man. Salute to you, my brother. Salute to you. We're just talking about the cruise that we're trying to set up a cruise for next year around September. We're gonna try to set up a cruise for them. Anyone and everyone's invited. Whoever can go. So yeah, you might want to check that out, man. Star Wars Dad will put up the information later on when we're closer to the time. But yeah, man, thinking about the next cruise. I can't go every year, but if I can afford to go next year, I'm definitely gonna go.
Yeah, ask Jed because when I start planning this, I become like a general. I make sure every little piece is in its place and everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'll be calling everyone. You got this document? Have you done this? You make sure, this is like 3 months out, right? I'm like, everything's in order, right? I mean,
Dude, 3 months out, you were telling us 6 months in advance. Get this, get that, get this app for your phone, get that. Get this. Dude, he was being annoying. I'm not gonna lie, he was being annoying, and you just wanted him to shut up. He even made a special channel on what was it? WhatsApp
yeah.
for us to all talk and shit. Like,
Yeah, all of us that were going on the cruise, we actually had a WhatsApp channel, where we could, have our discussions. Okay, you got this done. This is done, right? Okay, this is done, right? All right, let's talk about what we're going to do on this island, right? What's everyone want to do here? And we didn't, I was going to rent that Jeep, on Freeport, but you and Katie had to go run off. I don't know what the hell y'all had to do.
No, in Freeport, yeah, we were. Dude, I had ran out. All my mods had run out, and I had no nicotine.
Mm,
Me and Katie does not like it when I don't have nicotine.
mm.
So she was even thirsty to get me a charger for my mods, and it takes one of those C chargers. All of them take the same C charger. So I had to go get me a mod for that, and that's what we were looking for. And then we were hot and thirsty, and so yeah. So we disappeared. Yeah, I know we disappeared though. You guys.
Well, hell, if I would have known that, dude, I had like 6 chargers in my bag. I could have just given you a charger.
Yeah, we went and spent $20 on a stupid little charger. I still got that charger because I'm not letting that fucker go. Shit.
Yeah,
Spent
I would
$20
have
on
just,
that charger.
I would have just given you a damn charger. That, I had so many of them on me, it wouldn't have been a damn problem, you know. But yeah, but this one's going to be even better. It's longer. Um, I'll do even more drinking. I,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
I actually am going to drink on the next one. I did. Um, the only time I really drank was before the cruise, and I didn't get rip roaring drunk, but I did get tipsy.
yeah,
But I do plan on drinking on this cruise. I think I'm going to get the drink package for sure, and I just I plan on getting drunk.
we'll
If my
see.
brother goes, look, I'm going to tell you right now. If my brother goes, if D goes, dude, all I got to say is we plan on drinking. Right, D? Yeah, we're going to get drunk. But you're not allowed to talk to him about no old stories about me at all.
Oh, dude, that's not
No,
going to
there's
happen.
no old stories about me at all.
Yeah, you definitely know that's not going to happen. But thank God, time heals wounds, right? Because like when my wife and I first got together, right? We weren't married yet; we were living together, and she said she woke up in the middle of the night and I was over by the window, right? And she thought I was like peeing in the closet or something, right? And she walked over to me and I was sound asleep. And I was just sitting there muttering, I hate fucking cats. I hate cats. I hate cats. And she's like, what the fuck do I do? And she just took me back to bed, put me back in bed, and I'm still sound asleep, right? But you know, that was just one of my signs and symptoms of PTSD, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of us suffer from shit that we've gone through in our younger days. But I do believe you more so, you and a few other veterans I know.
Uh yeah, there's a lot of shit that you'll never hear me talk about unless I'm like really fucked up or something, but it's just stuff that we don't bring up.
Hmm.
Um time makes it better, but there's just certain things that you live with that you're always going to live with no matter what, till death freezes from our bodies. Um, that things you've done, things you've seen, things that, they'll, they'll just haunt you for the rest of your life. I mean,
I can
um,
imagine. Trust me, I could imagine. I have a very vivid imagination.
yeah, you do because you remember me, um, calling me yesterday and saying, John, listen, I got these upside
Don't,
down pineapple shirts,
don't,
right?
you fucking asshole.
And I'm buying one for me and Katie, right? And I was like, are you sure you want to do that? And you're like, yeah, it'll be great. We're going to walk around the ship with these upside down.
Do not believe anything he says. He's lying through his teeth right now.
And I'm like, Jed, y'all go for it, man. I'm like, yeah, y'all just go for it. I'm like, make sure there's lots of upside down pineapples on your shirts. And
There will be no upside down pineapples. He doesn't know that he got pulled off. I kept pulling you off every time you mentioned it, right? Just like,
and I'm going to have to buy you another pair of swim trunks this time. But they're
no, you
probably
ain't
going.
buying no fucking swimming trunks this time. No. The last pair of swimming, I still got those swimming trunks, by the way. Fuck you. Dude, this guy bought me a pair of swimming trunks, right? And literally, they are see through. They didn't even have the thing, the short, the thing that goes on the inside of the swim trunks. It didn't have that. You could see everything in all their fucking glory.
You mean the lack of everything, right?
Hey, what's small to you might be big to others. How's that feel? Fuck you.
but this time, man, it's probably going to be speedos.
No, you ain't. No, I ain't wearing no speedos. Katie would want to see me in some speedos. This is how disturbed she is. She wants to see me in speedos. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
I can see you walking out into the pool deck and just a pair of fucking speedos.
She wants to see me wear one. Remember that old. It was not even an old commercial. It's from a few years ago. The guy that would have that glass of alcohol, older dude that he would walking down the beach in a speedo. That's what she wants me to wear. I said, no fucking way. No fucking way. It was some
I mean,
advertisement for some alcohol.
I can just see it though. I'm picturing it in my head, right? You come through the, you know, double glass doors onto the pool deck and you take your towel off and
Shut up.
walking around in nothing but this pair of speedos and it looks like you're butt ass naked because
You see, this is why they thought it was a freak fest, John. This is exactly why they thought it was a freak fest. Because you talk this shit.
I'm just like, dude, it would be hilarious.
I thought Slugger Sam was gonna come up here. He said he had something to say. I thought he was gonna come up here. Slugger, I threw down the damn the link. You don't want shit to say, then all right, that's fine. But the invite was up there. Just as long as you're respectful, I'll let you up here. We're not gonna do no hate, no fucking racist shit.
Dude, you have no idea how much shit I caught from just my car when we went down, right? When people saw the Mercedes, right?
Right?
You have no idea how much shit I caught from that, right? And I'm like, for me just owning a fucking car. And I'm like, is it what's wrong with me owning a fucking car? Someone tell me that.
Because they don't got one. It's when people aren't happy, they want to spread their misery around. Just like people get mad that, someone owns a house. The people that don't own a house, of course, or you got your fucking, like I got my donate at PayPal me /electrojet or my Cash App, that's panhandling. But when other people do it, it's not panhandling. It's just like that. It's the same thing. Haters gonna hate. What can you do about it? Not a goddamn thing. Except
Well,
move forward.
you know, I got to say, I used to love YouTube. I did. I used to absolutely love coming on here. We had a good tight knit group of friends, and some days we could be silly. Some days we'd have, really deep conversations, right?
Yeah,
And
I remember those days.
yeah, and those days are shot now, man. I Everyone's doxing everyone. Everyone's at each other's throats. This shit ain't fun anymore. I mean, um, this this is not the real world. YouTube is not what I call the real world. I don't know why everyone's got to troll each other or make fun of each other or talk shit about each other. If you don't like someone, just don't go to their channel, right? I
Shoot, what
mean,
a fucking shocker. That's how easy that works. Just don't go there.
right, right. I mean, if you don't get along with someone, don't go to that channel. Go someplace where you're going to be welcomed and you can be part of the discussion, right? Why go someplace where you're going to be unwelcomed? And I couldn't do that. I couldn't go someplace where I feel unwelcomed. Hell, shit. um, the
I no, dude, I totally understand what you're saying. I don't. If I unsubscribe from someone, I don't go there anymore.
Yeah.
You know, unless what's up, Roland? How you doing? Unless something's being said to the umpteenth degree that's totally false and shit like that, like the shit that I've been involved with in the past few months. Huh? I later, brother.
So what happened, man? Everything okay?
So far so good. So far so good. We'll see what happens. It's not out of my mind yet. All right. But you're the person I'm gonna let know. All right, later. Sorry, my brother's leaving, so he's going
oh
to.
no, it's okay.
But it's like people just when, especially with the boxing sector, all right. When there's no matches going on, they start going at each other. All right. Now the T sector is, well, it's what it is. The T sector is they're gathering tea on. Usually, it's mostly about you know about stars. It's mostly about celebrities and shit like that. But then when there's nothing to report, then they start going in at each other. And then you got these groups that just go at each other and they just find whatever, and then they start doxing each other. When the doxing started happening, I wanted no part of it. I wanted no part of it. And,
Well, see, I I started my YouTube channel. What was it, like 8 years ago, right? And I started it because you've met my son. My son had this huge, huge, huge love for Star Wars, right?
right,
And of course, that's where my screen name comes from. Star Wars Dad, because that's what I named the channel. Star Wars Dad. I was Star Wars Dad, and he was Darth Cody, right? And we were making videos left and right about how disappointed we were in what Disney Star Wars was putting out. We hated everything about what was being put out, right? And it wasn't, I didn't make that channel for me. It was something that I could experience with my son, right? And, we must have done that for about 4 years. And I put a very strong hold on that channel and wouldn't let him anywhere near it because people were saying all sorts of perverted comments about Cody, right?
right.
And he wanted to continue on, and I was like, no, we're putting the brakes on it, because I didn't want him reading the comments and um, you know some of the nasty shit that people had to say about a 14-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying?
All I can say about that is it's projection.
Yeah.
Projection, and for me, it makes me think what's really going on in your mind. For the people to say that, for someone to actually say and put that out there, what's really going on in your life? What's
Right.
going on your mind? Because all that, in my opinion, is projection. And it's vile and disgusting, and you know, for anyone to come up with shit like that, and then for people to believe shit like that without any kind of documentation, without any kind of proof, that just speaks volumes about your character.
Well,
So,
they were speaking all sorts of nasty shit about him, right? About, people, leaving comments about what they would like to do to my son, this and that, right? And like I said, I shut it down. I was like, um, I'm like, and he's enjoying doing, what we're doing. We were running a show twice a week, right? And he was having the time of his life. We had a nice little following, but um, I sure in hell didn't want to subjecting to the comments, or you know maybe do a live show and people start putting nasty comments in there for him to read.
yeah, you were being a father. You were being protective.
Yeah,
The way I am over my family and my kids and stuff like that. People talk about how come I don't talk to my kids too often. Well, I'm glad that they don't see the shit that gets said on here, because trust me, I'll tell you right now, they would definitely have an opinion and they would be very vocal about it. Because I've been getting, someone gave me grief because I talk to my kids twice a year. So you must have been a bad dad because you only talk to them twice a year. No, I want them to live their lives. They don't need to have me in there like that, because I'm used to my mom constantly being in my life and going to every house I went and then being there 5 days a week. That I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be that parent.
right.
So I just let my kids live their lives. And when holidays come around, we talk. We talk. They come by. We eat. We break bread. It is what it is. I'm not. It is what it is. I'm not gonna feed into it anymore. But people want to make more of it than what it actually is.
Yeah, yeah. And I gotta say something I'm proud of with my son, right? You know, he's 17 now, and he looks at us and he's like, "Dad, there's no way in hell I'll ever smoke," right? And he's like, "I never even want to ever drink." I'm like, "Well, that might change when you get older." He goes, "Well, as of right now, I never even want to take a sip of alcohol." I'm like, I I'm not going to argue with you there. I'm like, I'm very, very proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I've raised him right. I mean, because I can say, there's whole bunches, in life that, I've done wrong. Who hasn't, right? But the one thing I can say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is that I've been a good father. That's that's where I have, shown. Um, I've been one hell of a father, and I'm very, very proud of being a good father. That's that's my heart. You know, Anything ever happened to my son, I would probably roll up in a ball and die, or go take vengeance.
Right. No, I feel you there. I feel you there. I mean, me, I can't say if I was a good dad or not. I know that with the boys, I was very militaristic. You know, I was hard on the boys, and on my oldest daughter, I was very, she was daddy's little girl. And I know that pissed the boys off, but I did the best I could with what I had, with the limitations I was under. But that's never going to stop me from loving the kids as much as I did. And people make comments because they're not my biological children, or most of them weren't my biological children. It doesn't take away the fact that I raised them. I was their dad. Anyone can donate sperm. That doesn't make them a father. raising them makes you a father.
Man, I'll say this much. There, I think there should be more people that would be willing to take young people into their care and raise them right and give them a home so that we're having good adults when people reach adulthood, right? That have morals, that, know the difference between right and wrong, and that are ready for what I call the adult world and how to actually navigate it instead of crying like a victim, oh, woe is me, the world's against me, I can't do anything. Well, in the world, you're not going to get anywhere if you're going to cry like a victim. You have to go take what you want, right? And you have to be able to deal with failure because you are going to fall on your face 3, 4, 5, 6 times before you actually succeed. And
Exactly.
you have to be able to get back up and look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I'm going to do it again. All right. I failed this time, but I'm going to get up and reevaluate things and we're going to give it another shot. And, if something's not working here, let's adjust it, you know. But, you know, this world that we live in now, people want stuff just handed to them on a silver platter.
Yeah,
It doesn't work that way, man.
that's not how it works. That is far from how it works. And I do what I do because I was given a chance. I was given a chance and a shot at straightening out my life when I was in my teens, and I feel as though I wouldn't be me if I didn't try to do the same thing for somebody else.
Right,
And I've done that my whole life. I've been that way my whole life since I became an adult.
right,
And I would never want to see my kids go through the shit I went through. And I would do whatever I could to stop it from happening.
well,
Barring, I'm not going to hold them by the hand.
yeah,
I can't do that because then they won't learn. They will not learn if you hold their hand through everything. You got to let them fall and you got to let them get their bumps and let them learn on their own. But if you're there to support them and you're there for them no matter what, that that's what I'm here for. That's what I do. I
right. I
support
mean,
no matter what.
because, I've even heard people talk shit about me about, where I sit in life, right? I I don't need to talk about it. You and I know where I'm at, right? But I don't need to talk about it. But I'm this is as much as I'll say about it, right? Dude, it has been a lot of fucking hard work to get where I'm sitting. And a lot of fucking sacrifice, right? A lot
Right.
of nights not at home, right? Having to go take care of shit with a fucking business, right? You know as well as I do what it takes to manage a fucking business, right?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
imagine owning more than one, right? Especially, when I first started, right? And paydays would come around and I would have to go and take out a fucking loan just to make fucking, you know,
Payroll.
payroll for the
Yeah,
month.
just to make payroll. But yeah, no, I get you. Now, luckily, I didn't have to go through that because I worked for I worked for a corporation at the time, so I didn't have to worry about the payroll thing. But with me, making sure they got their days off, making sure that they showed up, making sure they were well trained, making sure that inventory was set straight, our ores numbers were up. all that stuff. Yeah, you got to run it. And you did multiple businesses. Me, I did one store at a time. And I commend you for being able to do multiple businesses. For me, doing the one store at a time, that was hard enough. I'm just proud of what I achieved, and I always did good at whatever store I was at.
Well, I was kind of smart with it's one business now, but I had bought an HVAC company and I had bought a carpet cleaning company, right? And they were running separately. And I was losing my ass off, trying to run both of them separately. So I just combined the two of them, and everyone's cross trained. So someone can go out and do someone's fucking AC and then clean their carpets right afterward. And I'm making much bigger of a profit doing that than I was trying to run the two businesses separately.
Uh-huh. Look, I threw the link up one more time. If anyone wants to jump up, if no one jumps up in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Because this was an impromptu live. I wasn't planning on going live.
Well, how
But
many people do we have on?
it's showing 4 people watching right now.
Well, I was about to say, if we had an audience, we'd go over the cruise again. If any, uh, for those that might, catch us later on and actually, watch the playback, y'all can hit Jet up or y'all can email me and I'll give you any and all details that you might want to know about going on a cruise with us, right? It's not some freak fest like people have made it out to be. It's great friends that go, have a good time, eat, drink, and just
Be
have
merry.
fun. Yeah, be merry. I mean, it's 5 to 7 days away from being in the bullshit of your life for those 5 to 7 days, right? Um, and it's all what you make out of it. That's what I can say. If you want to be
And let
miserable,
me let me make one suggestion. Do not get the internet package because just stay the fuck away from the internet.
yeah,
Trust
yeah.
me when I say it did me and Katie good just to stay the fuck away from the internet. I know we did one day where we got internet. John did several, but
Well, I had the package
yeah, you had the package. But yeah, if you go on the cruise, just don't get the internet package. Just fucking have fun, enjoy not being online, enjoy meeting new people, enjoy the cruise.
because this is what I'll tell everyone, right? It's what you a cruise is what you make out of it, right? If you want to have activities all day long and be running around the ship from activity to activity, you can do that. If you
What's
want
up,
to,
Daniel? Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. How you doing?
if you want to relax and just sit by the pool and have a few drinks by the pool, you can do that. It's really nice. It's one of the things I love, is like 10 o'clock at night, they put the movies on the Megatron, TV out there, poolside, right? And there's nothing better than, you're under the stars and they put on modern movies and you're watching this movie, under the stars and you got someone bringing you a drink, usually I'll tip, the guys, like $20 and say, just keep bringing them. If I, set my drink down, put another drink down there. Right. And, they'll, take very, very, very good care of you. But I mean, it's all what you make out of it. Like I gambled, you know, Ron and I, we go to the piano bar or, the karaoke. Hell, you and Katie went to some of the trivia contests, and I was over at another trivia
Yeah, Katie
contest.
won one of those trivia contests. I told you, right?
Yeah.
Well, she won. Yeah, she won one of those. I gotta show you guys one day. She won. Which trivia did you win, babe? Oh, she's out. She's asleep on the couch. She won one. I think it was the. I think it was the. What do you call it? The
Did she
wizard
get,
one. What
did
was
she
it?
get the chip on the stick as surprise?
I don't know. She got some sort of medal of some sort.
Was it a metal or was it like a plastic chip?
Might have been a plastic ship. I'm not sure. I think it was for Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was for Harry Potter.
Yeah, I always win the movie scores. I get 20 out of 20 on the movie scores.
Hmm. But yeah, I remember well, I think it was Harry Potter, but I know it was one that I was helping her with that I knew some of the answers to,
I got
and she scored perfect.
Yeah, Harry Potter. I might know Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron. That might be as much as I know about Harry Potter. You know.
Hey,
Um,
Stormy, how you doing, baby? Yeah, I might be shutting it down. No one came up except for Star Wars Dad. Not that Star Wars Dad is no one, but we were going to talk about other stuff. But we're talking about the cruise right now. Stormy, if you want to go on that cruise, yeah, hit me up later on. It's for next year, not this year. It's for next year.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Stormy. If you want to come up, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, if you want to come up and chat, let me throw down the link one more time. Although I did throw it down a few times. There you go. You're more than welcome to come up, sweetheart. There is no drama on here. Now the people that I did invite originally to come up here, yeah, that invitation is done. Because if Stormy comes up, I don't want nobody picking on her. I don't want nobody fucking starting any shit. We're just talking about the cruise. All right. Sorry about that, John. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. I mean, and she's more than welcome to come if she wants to come too. You
Yes.
know.
Hey,
Um,
Stormy. How you
Hi,
doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, dude, we're doing all right. We're just talking about the cruise that we went on and how it
Mhm.
wasn't a freak fest like people were saying. Yeah,
I've seen the pictures y'all posted. If you remember, I was liking them, and I was saying y'all look like you were having a wonderful
yeah,
time.
you were commenting on all the
Hmm.
videos we put up.
Yeah.
we
I don't
we
know if
did.
I'm breaking.
I
Okay.
mean, Stormy, you have no idea how much fun we actually did have because um like me, I was toast the entire time we were on ship, right? I was drunk from the time I got up till the time I went to bed, right?
Well,
But
Mhm.
Stormy don't know nothing about drinking. See, Stormy doesn't drink a drop in her life.
Oh, please. We know I do.
but see,
Yeah.
I'm a happy person when I drink though, right?
I am too. I like to be. I try to be. Go ahead.
And and when we did that costume contest, you can ask Jed, I was 3 sheets blitzed. I mean, and, I think I played the video while, last time we were on, but I'm sitting there slurring my words right before, they call us up there to get up on stage, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm fucking Darth Maul, bitches."
My God. I bet that was so cool. You guys just look like I lived vicariously through your eyes. I mean, if you get what I mean, it just
Well
looked like every one of you all were having such a good time. And I'm like, that's what it's all about.
That
well, I
is.
Just
That's what it's all about.
enjoying.
Stormy, if we go next year, I would love for you to go. I'd love to meet your
Yes.
husband, and
Oh, he
I
said
guarantee you.
I was talking to him about it. And he was like, we've been wanting to go on a cruise to get away to do things. And he doesn't know you all, but he was like, hey, you know what? We might need to do this to get away. I have the coolest husband. He's really a good guy. It's very, very, he is so down to earth. You just wouldn't believe it. Y'all would probably get along so cool. He's laid back. He has fun. He just doesn't do the social media like that because of the way his jobs were and all. So he just isn't into all the social media, and he's not into. My husband does no drama, nothing. So imagine when I had to take it to him and tell him I was doxxed. We won't go there, but anyway, he was not a happy camper, but he's just such a laid back individual. Likes to throw it back every once. Hey, look, he worked a hard life.
Well, I'll tell you,
He's
Stormy.
retired. We
I
like to have fun.
Yeah, this is all I do for social media. I do not have a Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have any of those
Yeah.
social media platforms at all.
Neither,
Right.
neither does my husband.
Yeah. Um, and this is all I dabble in right here. And I'm not even on YouTube enough to, you know, say that I'm a YouTuber at all. I get on here, I'll get on there, but I'm not on YouTube enough to, even know what the hell's going on. I catch news when I do pop on here and there. Like Jed was telling me some shit before we got on about shit that's going. I'm like, say what? Like people are saying what? You know?
Yeah. See, my husband, right? So listen to this. I used to do these games, really cool games, like gamer. I used to be a gamer and I'm kind of a gamer. I follow my what my children did. They're all adults. They're older. I introduced my husband to one. You could not even imagine. These are like a daughter games or whatever. He had so many. He was talking to men, women, different people in there. He did it for a little while, but he couldn't. They wanted him to be like so high up in the game because he was really good at what they're like them strategy games, if you know what I mean. I can't
Yeah.
even remember them, but they were really good strategy games, and he was really, really good. They were like, "We want you to be a admin. We want you to do this, that, yeah." He's like, "No, no, 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 no. I work too hard. I can't do it." He ended up getting out of the games and all, but he's not into that. But what we are into is just having a good time. Now, you know, I take care of things. Take care of her around, and I was embarrassed to have to come and tell him certain things that were happening. And he just sat down and talked with me because when you've been in a relationship for 25 or whatever years, you know how to talk to one another, you know. I told him about this cruise. I told him about different things. And he's like, we have been wanting to take another cruise for so long. He's like, well, maybe it'll be a good thing. Maybe we get away. But the thing is, but mostly me, take care of his mom. She's in her 90s. So, but it wouldn't mean that we couldn't, have somebody in the family take care of if we went away. Because we actually are wanting to get away for a while. So, it would be a good idea. And we pay for everything our own. We do it all ourselves. We would just have to know ahead of time, get everything,
Well, do you
and do
mind
all
me
that.
asking what state you live in? Is that okay?
Sure, I live in it's like Virginia, West Virginia, Virginia. I live up in the Blue Ridge Smoky Mountains, the Blue Ridge.
Okay, so okay. Didn't
Mhm.
you used to own property over in Destin?
I have yes, okay. Here, I'll explain it to you. I have over 100 acres here,
Uh-huh.
and we also had sold property over in Destin,
Uh-huh.
and we did like the transfer to buy some more property over in Bryce, the Bryce area.
Uh-huh.
You know what the transfer is when you sell property? What is that damn? So in Destin, yes, we owned a property that was right there where it's like right when the Craigsboro, the $1 million homes, something
Give
like
me a
that
second. Let me
was.
make sure. Let me make sure this is Brian. Brian, this is you.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, what's
Oh
up,
my
Brian?
God. Yes, it's a great night. We got Brian Harkin
Do,
on the line too.
hi,
What's up?
Brian.
How you
So
doing?
do you know, are you from Destin there? Do you know that area very well?
Oh, I live literally like 45 minutes from
Do you know
Destin.
where Crestview is?
Yeah, I I
Okay.
um I've got it. I'm a market manager, right? And
Hmm.
my territory is from Pensacola to Valdosta, Georgia. So
Okay.
yes, I know all Northwest and um going as far east, for
Without
North Florida.
doxing, without doxing myself more, or I should say my daughter.
Mhm.
So, are you familiar with? Because this was meant a couple years ago, quite a few years ago, about the girl, the women who won the pageants for the Florida, Destin, Crestview, them areas, the Miss
Yeah,
Florida. That
yeah.
was my daughter.
Oh wow, that's
And the
amazing.
Hooters, and the
Yeah,
Hooters,
yeah,
the Hooters count. I have so many of them. She went to Vegas.
yeah.
But
It's
she did that while she was putting herself through dental school, though she didn't have to because we paid.
well,
That
see,
was good.
it's funny, Stormy, because Jed and Brian both have been to my house here, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
Brian's all the way from Ireland, right?
Mm.
And Jed's, of course, in New Mexico, and um, it felt amazing for me to be able to share Florida with them, right? Now, something, I've been talking to Jed about it. Um, as much as I cruise, right? I'll cruise like twice a year, maybe sometimes even more. I'm looking at
Mhm.
maybe buying a small house, in Cocoa Beach where Port Canaveral is. Um,
Oh, wow.
so
Nice.
that instead of you know having to get a damn hotel room every damn time we go down, I'm not talking anything big. I'm talking maybe a little small 2-bedroom kitchen and bath, right? Just
Right.
some place to rest my head and the family's head when we come down, or like cruises like this where you know um friends come down, and someplace where we can just crash out and go to the port the next day. Nothing fancy.
I get it. I totally understand. Right. Have you ever thought about getting a place in the mountains also? Do you know how cheap it is to buy beautiful property up here? Gorgeous
I
property. And it
Wait, wait, wait,
also
wait, 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 wait,
saves.
wait, wait. Let's back this train up. I've been looking for every time I look for land up in the mountains up here in New Mexico. It's
Uh,
it's expensive up here in the
Not up
Rockies.
here it isn't. Not here it
How
isn't.
much is the land over there?
Oh, you can get it for $4,000,
an
and
acre.
some of it,
And at
yeah.
4 or 5 thousand an acre?
Mm, yup. And if check this out, if you're lucky, it perks. So if it perks, you ain't got to pay 30-some thousand for a conventional anything. Sometimes you can get a place up here with a little trailer on it, or some kind of shack on it, or whatever. Like there is HOAs in certain areas up here, but they don't give a shit.
I don't want to
Um,
deal with it. I don't
they
want to
really
deal.
don't. No, please, nope.
I
You
don't
don't
want to
deal
deal
with
with
them.
the
You ain't even
HOA.
got. No, but you're not understanding. This isn't your regular HOAs. They don't give a shit. We're in the mountains. They don't
Yeah,
care. Put it that way.
yeah. I've thought about getting a place in Chattanooga. That's um, it's
It's
central to.
so. My friend is selling a place that it's going to go as is. You just got to clean the inside of it up. And I'm not going to say why online, but you get it
Oh,
pretty damn cheap.
uh,
And they built an thing on it, and that's here in West Virginia. And oh my God, it's so many places up here you can get for really, really cheap.
hey, can you guys do me a favor? I gotta take Elizabeth to the store real quick. Can y'all keep the conversation going? I can't let nobody else up. And if someone drops down, I can't do anything about it. But I gotta
Mhm.
mute my mic. I'll let you guys just chat it up, and I'm gonna take her to the store real quick. It's just
Yeah.
down the
Well,
street. I'll be
sure,
right back.
Yeah, of
sure,
course we can. We got Brian here, man.
sure.
No
Brian,
worries.
I wanted to. Hi, Brian. You know
How you
what
doing?
my dream is? Hi, I'm Stormy. Well, everybody knows because they doxed me. My name is Suzanne. They done
Okay.
doxed me on this crazy internet.
Yeah. Why do you
They
think?
want.
Why do you think I moved away from it for a while?
Oh, you're
You know,
smart, smarter than me. I think.
it's not
I
about.
want to come. I want to come to Ireland so bad. I want to visit. Oh, it's like my
Yeah.
dream. Do you know who I like? You know who one of my favorite singers are from around like Scott and uh, uh Ian Anderson.
Okay. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Uh, yeah. That's cool. Um.
And that's go ahead.
No. 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 That's cool. What were you gonna say?
I just love the greenery, how beautiful it is there. It's a little colder there,
Yeah.
but
No.
it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell you, Brian was not ready for what I call Florida heat.
Oh, I
No. Definitely not.
bet.
That
I
you see
bet.
right here, right? Like it could be like 4 degrees Celsius here, right? And I could walk out in a t-shirt.
Oh no.
Like legit, I could walk out, and I'm comfortable as But Florida heat, nope.
No, I bet he wasn't. Oh my. How did
Yeah.
he handle that? You were hot,
You
weren't you?
get you. It's like being in Florida for too long, or being where you get used to the weather. Your body adjusts. You
Yeah,
know.
because I noticed because where I live, it can get very humid, like it is. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, it gets so humid.
Yeah.
And then if you go to another part of the state where the humidity isn't so bad,
Yeah.
yeah, your body can adjust, and people
Yeah.
are acting different than you are. It's like, oh, yeah. So, but I know it's colder. And, I'm all into like the Royals, like the UK. I'm into all that. And I'm
Okay.
talking about William and the
Yeah.
beautiful Princess Catherine. All
Yeah.
them. I love them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan myself, but go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just into like I'm just into like the castles. Like
Well,
so many different things.
one thing I think there's like uh per thing here, right?
Hmm.
I think there's per county here. I think there's like 100 castles per county in this country,
Oh
and there's
my
32 counties,
goodness.
so there's like
Like
3,200 castles in this country alone.
And see,
it's
Stormy, Brian's going to be rich one day, right?
uh-huh.
Because he was walking the countryside one day and he actually jumped and he saw a damn leprechaun. He jumped on
That's
it
what I was gonna ask about the
and,
leprechaun.
he's got the damn thing, trapped, in a,
How
um,
many wishes?
in a locked box, in his
Yeah,
bedroom.
Hmm.
So he's going to be rich one of these
yeah.
days.
The thing, leprechauns try to trick you because they try to get you that fourth wish. If you make that fourth wish, all your wishes are
Yeah,
gone.
all of them are gone, right? I heard that. I watched an old show. I can't remember the name of the
I know.
show.
I'm there. Oh,
I
I know the
watched
one
it
you're on about.
over and over and over and over again. It's such a good show. It's just
Darby
like a
O'Gill. I guarantee
yes,
you it's
that's
Darby
it.
O'Gill.
That's it. That's it. That's it. You
Darby
said it.
O'Gill. Everybody,
Love that.
I think if you're over 30 in this country, I think everybody's watched Darby O'Gill.
I
I don't know if
love
a lot
that
of the younger
show.
generation, yeah, I don't know if a lot of the younger generation have watched it, but I know if you're over 30 in this country, you've seen Darby O'Gill. As
Oh
a
my
mathematic
goodness.
guaranteed,
Well, Stormy, I'll
Yeah.
I'll tell you
So,
this much, Stormy. Okay,
You call me
we've done
Suzanne. They all dox me. Go ahead.
we
I'm Suzanne. Stormy,
we've
whichever.
done three what I call internet cruises, right? And
Hmm.
the second one, Brian here, it was just him and I that went, right? And I'm going to let Brian tell the story because I thought it was magical, right? But we did an excursion where it was about a 45-minute boat ride, out to wherever this was, right? And
Hmm.
We jumped in the water. We had snorkel gear on, and
That's the
down
one I
below
nearly
us,
drowned.
yeah, we swam with what I call, what would you say, about 70 sharks, Brian?
Yeah, something like
Oh
70.
my God.
Here, here's the thing, right? I was not afraid of the sharks, right? I can't
Mhm.
swim.
No
That's
way.
that's my I can't swim.
Oh
So I still got in, and even after I drowned, I got back in again.
Yeah.
That's that's how crazy I am.
my God.
I'm a crazy,
Have you swim
swim.
with dolphins or anything? You know?
No, just sharks. So just here at one point, right? Um, the second time I went in, right, they have this rope out for non swimmers, right? So you can hold on
Mhm,
to the rope. And at
mhm.
one point, I looked down right and under me, and there was like 4 or 5 sharks swimming right under my feet.
No way. I
That
can't do it.
that
As
was
much as
that was
I
awesome.
am, I,
That was awesome.
no,
So it was,
no. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, I freaking enjoyed, right, just seeing no sharks under my feet, and I'm like, yeah, come on, try
It
it
Oh,
was
again.
Lord.
amazing. It
Yeah,
was really magical. And then, when we got back on the boat, it's
Mhm.
the 45-minute boat ride to, get back to shore, and they're passing out rum punch. And I'm sucking down that rum punch as much as they'll give me. I'm like, free booze before I have to get back on the boat? Hell
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah. That's what I am.
And
I'm
I
vouching for it
and I
too.
wasn't drinking, so it's like,
Oh,
so
Lord. And you just sober one out of the bunch. Oh Lord, can you imagine? See, normally, I mean, when I drink, I do drink, and I love to have a good time. I don't want
yeah,
to argue, fuss, and fight with anybody. I'm tired of that dumb shit.
I get
But
that.
I mean, going out and having fun, I mean, when you're out in the world and somebody does something stupid, you just know how to ignore them because actually, you don't want to go to jail. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. You don't want to
Yeah,
do none of that. So you try
Well,
not to put yourself in them situations. You just have to have a good time. You
well,
yeah,
surround yourself with good people.
it was
yeah. But
so amazing though, like this last cruise. Okay. Um,
Hmm.
it was one night, it was pitch black, right? But the moon was out. And
Oh, beautiful.
you could actually, with binoculars, watch the space station track across the sky, right?
Oh my
And
God.
it was awesome. And
I missed that.
what's that?
I missed that.
Yeah, I was with Jed when we did that. I was showing Jed. Um, you know, bec- everyone knows I bring at least 2 sets of binoculars on a cruise, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
High
should
powered,
have.
the really, really, really high powered and a
And then the
regular
night
pair.
vision, right?
They are night vision, and they've also got the camera in them. If you want to snap a picture, goes on an SD
Right.
card.
They're the
But
best,
but
right?
it was
oh, that's
so
cool.
cool. You could just sit there. But the thing is, it moves across the sky so fast because it's going around the Earth so damn quick, right?
Yeah.
And um and you could actually see some of the satellites that were up there. Um,
Mhm.
but you got to catch it right when the sun's in a certain spot, because that's the only way you can see them is when the sun's actually reflecting off of them coming across the night sky. But it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can imagine. Now,
that
can I
sounds cool.
ask you this? I bet you they won't let you take if you have drones. I bet they won't allow them.
Allow
Well,
what?
when we went, the drones, they
No, you can't.
probably wouldn't
No,
allow them.
Yeah, they don't let you bring
Now,
drones.
yeah, now here's my thing. When we went on, because I'm an animal lover, I'm an avid animal lover. So I went on a safari, and that's what I can tell you. The drone footage that we had, we were allowed to bring our drone, but my family knew somebody that knew somebody, put it that way. So the drone had to be placed somewhere else. But when we got to where we were going, we got our drone. We were able to take the footage around just the wide open space and with the animals and
Yeah.
everything. We have so much footage. It's absolutely beautiful. And, I would love to share so much that I have. But again, you can't on here. You can't share a lot of things.
Yeah,
But
you don't. Yeah, you don't want to share too much.
yeah, you
So
can't. You can't. You
that's
can't. But
unfortunate. You know.
Stormy, it used to not be like that, right? There was days I I'd say even a year ago, right,
Mhm.
where there's a whole group of us that just love being together online, right? We would cut
Mm,
up or we would have serious discussions. We would share pictures back and forth and we could talk about our lives, right? And
right.
we didn't have to worry about someone looking into our personal life and oh, I gotcha, right? I mean,
Hmm.
this is a brand new thing that has developed. I mean, this is literally brand new and why everyone has to be worried about you know I got you. I don't understand it, right? Why can't
Well, well, actually, not to cut you off. Mm, excuse me. I'll just put a lifesaver in. I'm trying not to smoke. I'm quitting smoking, so I'm eating candy.
I
So
get
the
you.
thing about it is, it's been going on for many years by different individuals. Some things they get, some things they get right, some things they don't get right, but they just roll with it. Those of us who get our feelings hurt, we might say something. I was doxxed, and they just showed a picture of me, and that was just it. Then they showed a picture of my sister who's very, very sick,
well
which is
like Brian like
horrible.
you've got Brian on here and you've got me on here, right? Where
Mhm.
either one of us we we don't care what anyone says, right? Because
Definitely
No.
not.
you
Definitely
it's
not.
yeah, neither one of us cares what anyone says about us, right? And just for the two of us, it's so simple that if we don't like it, we just don't turn back onto YouTube. It's
Yeah,
it's that simple.
can I
Yeah.
tell you something? I seen
Yeah.
Electro Jet come in tonight. I was on the Phantoms panel. Do you know what I decided to do? I just decided to talk to somebody that is in a hospital. I think he's not doing well. He might not last long. So I decided to put didn't care what anybody else said. He just decided to be. I used to be a nurse, so I talked to him, and he obviously knew what I was talking about. When immediately I responded to him and knew he knew I wasn't full of crap because if he thought I was, he would have put me out there, so we know it. He didn't even have to explain to me, but I said, and we talked about the illness, and and I also said, this is talking about mental health awareness. This is about fussing. It's
Yeah.
the first time we're going to be on this platform today. We're going to talk about no fuss. We're going to talk about mental health awareness. We're going to talk about people being sick. If there's anything anybody can use, let's use that. Let's do that. I'm not up here to fuss. And, there's some people that go with it. There's some people that don't. And there was some people that were on there that agreed. Some people might have been in the bushes and listened, but they didn't come out. But they got the gist of it. And then when I started seeing all the crazy stuff in the chat, I said, "I'm out of here." Dropped, left. That was it.
Yeah.
That was all. Didn't want to
Yeah.
deal with it anymore.
No,
I,
I get that, right? And I'll tell everyone, right? I have a wee problem myself at the moment, and
Mhm.
right, basically, I'm in the early stages of Alzheimer's.
Oh,
So and I'll tell everyone, right? Don't try to make I don't give a shit what you say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
And,
at the end of the day, it's me the one that has to live with it. You know, me and my family.
that's
You
right.
know,
And
so
my
it doesn't matter
heart,
what you say. You can make all the fun you want. I don't care. I really don't
that's
give a. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
you know, so it's just like that.
I don't like nobody that does that. See, because me, that has a heart. You know, some people take a nursing job just to take from money, and they're mean. I was in it for many, many years. I retired. My
Yeah,
heart is in it. So for me, I take care of my 90-some-year-old mother-in-law. Yeah, it's
yeah,
that deep.
yeah.
I,
I
I
get you. I
I
get you.
can't. I can't. I want you to enjoy every
Well,
bit
life
of
has
life
to be
you can
enjoyed,
get.
isn't it?
And
You
you
know,
know the medicines are getting
they're
better
improving.
these days.
Yeah,
Yes, they
like
are.
there's gene therapies coming out now. There's
Mhm.
right. I'm seeing so much progress on Alzheimer's over the last 5 years. Right, like
Yes.
things I've looked up. Right, and medical trials going well, and they're saying they have figured out the causes of basic Alzheimer's and all that. Like I've looked up a whole bunch of medical you know stuff on it. And like
Yeah.
they're saying right in the next 10 years this could be cured
That's what
properly.
they're saying,
Right?
and I
You
agree.
know.
I believe it could be
You know.
quicker than 10 years.
Yeah. Right.
So do they have you in the
But that's
early
yeah. But that's
uh,
the thing estimate. That's the what do you call it? That's the thing estimate. That's the conservative estimate. You know what I mean? Like, they're saying
right,
within, the next 10 years, right? So
right.
I'm
So,
hoping, right?
Brian, that's what the problem was.
What?
Now I understand it. I so now understand. Okay, Stormy, you got to understand the
Hmm.
cruise that Brian and I went on first, right? The two of us,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
We had a code word, mechanic, right?
Okay.
There was this
He's laughing.
there was this what I call man on the ship that was
Hmm.
dressed very much like a female, right?
Oh, okay.
Big, huge, fake breasts, wearing a skirt. But every time we see him, our code word for him was mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I came back from the casino one night. I was blitzed. It was like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, right?
Oh,
Okay.
no, 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 no,
And
no, no, no,
I
you're lying about this because
I come
you've
into
told
the
this
room.
story, but mate, he's lying. This is a
And
lie.
Brian's laid out on the bed, and mechanic's there rubbing cocoa butter on his belly, right?
Oh
That's
my
a lie.
God.
That's a fucking lie, man. He's been telling that lie to everyone is listening, Fucking
I think he's just pulling your
here.
string.
If I
He's
saw here,
just
here,
messing with
here.
you.
If I saw a mechanic stand over me laying in bed, that mechanic head's coming off.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I'm not talking about the one down under. I'm talking about I'm talking about chop off his head. Literally.
I believe you. I think he's
Yeah.
just pulling your tail. He's just playing with you.
I know. I know John is, but he's telling everyone somebody's gonna fucking believe him.
That's what you're worried about.
Oh no, no, no! I got a video of that cruise. Right, we're at
Hmm.
dinner, and
Right.
was it formal night, Brian? Where
I think it
I'm
was Farmal
I'm
Night. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm questioning Brian. I'm like, so did you enjoy eating this? Right? And he's like, yeah, that was great. I'm like, well, did you enjoy eating this?
I
Right?
didn't
He's
know
like,
the
yeah,
fucking name of it.
that
I was
was
like,
great.
yeah.
Right? And finally, I looked at him. I'm like, so did you enjoy the come of some young guy last night that you had? He's like,
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
love that. That was great.
Lord.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
I got it out. I got it after said yeah. It was so I got the joke
He
after.
probably didn't understand. Oh
I
my
was
goodness. Do
yeah.
you have the Darby Old Manor? I have to keep coming at. Oh, do you have the? Is it really true that people still believe in leprechauns there? and werewolves and things like that? Because I do.
I think it's an older generation thing. The
Hmm.
younger generation really, yeah, they don't fall into the folklore
Yeah, they
or
don't.
Irish, mythology anymore.
No, but
Um,
do they think that maybe like if you're sitting out there and the morgues or the bogs, however, and you're just sitting there, do you ever
yeah,
wonder if there is? 'Cause, I always believe that there is something else out there somewhere,
yeah.
but maybe that's my imagination
Well,
because
the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is the big
I
one.
don't. Yeah, I don't believe in getting a pot of gold or something like that. I just
You know?
believe that there is maybe there might be like little fairies, or they say fairies you got to watch out for. They're not good people.
Oh
They're
yeah.
tricksters. They say they are tricksters. Don't believe them. But then, if you had your choice, would you be a werewolf or a vampire? I guess I would be a
I'd
werewolf.
I'd be a vamp.
I wouldn't be a vamp because you can't come out in the sun
Oh,
and
I would
Well,
love
enjoy.
to be a vampire.
A
I'd be
vampire? How could you
Mm.
be a vampire? You can only have certain parts of the night.
yeah.
Oh,
But
Well,
then, what about a werewolf? A werewolf can come out all times, and they only change at certain times, and they're very strong. Their
they're,
hearing, their eyesight.
yeah,
I
and they're
would
yeah,
dumb
rather
as
but
be the
shit when they
vamp.
turn into a werewolf.
yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah, but
silver. What is it? Werewolf silver. Silver bullet. Bang. Dead.
well,
Right.
that depends too. But what we consider a vampire, there's quite a few things they say. So I don't know. I don't know, but they say werewolves can destroy vampires. Correct?
Well, vampires can destroy werewolves too.
I guess it could go both ways. The books that I'm
Well,
reading, I'm
vamps
reading
technically
both.
are smart. Right? You don't age.
Yeah,
You don't age. Right?
that's true.
You
Because
know.
then you watch your loved ones die around you. So,
Well, here,
I would rather
when
that.
right, the technicality of a vampire, right, is you become a vampire, you lose your soul.
Yeah,
But more likely, you're the one who
Yeah,
killed your family around you.
yeah. You lose
yeah.
your
You know
humanity
what I mean? Like,
once you.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
I want to love people, but I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know how I would go. So, actually, I don't know. I can't actually answer that question because, in ways, that pendulum could swing on either side. So, it would take a lot of thinking. I'd have to weigh it out. I don't
Well,
know.
I'll tell you one thing, right? In this country,
Mhm.
every mansion in this country is haunted, or it's
Oh my God,
told to be haunted.
that's another good question. Do you really believe that they are haunted? Are they
I do,
really haunted?
I do.
See, I believe in that too. And all them ghost shows, no, I don't believe. I've watched so many of them. Then I watched the debunking on them, how they lied. It showed how they were set up. They had
Yeah,
all these crazy things, stuff you couldn't even see. They debunked them totally. So
yeah.
no, I don't believe haunted place would really be haunted. But you think you're going to go lay up in a haunted place and all of a sudden things are going to start moving and all that? I don't believe in that. You'll feel it in your body and your soul first, I would think. I
well,
don't know.
hell,
I
Oh,
could be wrong.
be thankful we live in the times that we live in right now. Ireland
Mhm.
was notorious, like the 1500s for their capital punishment. They wouldn't hang people; they would boil them alive.
yep,
Yes.
Can you imagine that?
Mm-mm,
yep,
mm-mm.
yeah. We
Ooh.
here we give the so-called British the idea for burning
Mhm.
witches
Mm.
by boiling people alive. They would burn people at the stake. We would boil people alive.
Oh, they would have burnt me then because of my
Yeah.
eyes.
We apparently it was our pagan ways that give the idea of burning witches.
They would have burnt me, y'all, because of my eyes. One of my eyes are greener than the other one. One is a greener, the other one is a bluer.
Okay.
They would have burnt me. They would
I
have
have I
burnt
have
me.
never I have never met anyone with different eye colors.
I
My
I
eyes
know.
are
you know
different.
My
I've
mother,
Hmm.
never
my
yeah.
mother's like that. My mother's got a blue eye and a brown eye.
Okay. I've
Oh,
never yeah.
beautiful.
I have never yeah, I've never met anyone
Hmm.
with different eye colors in my
Yeah,
life. That's
yeah, at a certain time, you can look in my eyes. One eye will be a really dark, dark green. The other one will be like a lightest greenish blue.
yeah.
You can
People
clearly see. I have so many pictures that shows it. Oh
yeah.
Lord.
People tell me all the
Hmm.
time, right? Certain times of the day, right? My
Hmm.
eyes are a different shade or a different color. You see, in the
Really?
Brian,
morning, my eyes are very light blue,
Brian, you've
and then
seen my eye color change.
yeah, yeah, in the middle of the day, they're darker blue.
Uh huh.
You know, right? I don't know if it's the shading or the coloring or whatever it is, or I'm just freaking waking up or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, but I've been told that by many people, right? The earlier on
Hmm.
in the day, my eyes are lighter blue than they are later on in the day. I
Now,
don't know if that's true or not, but people have told me that.
now, Stormy, one thing I will say too, if you're
Hmm.
thinking about going on the cruise with all of us, right?
Hmm.
Let me tell you one of the best things about being on the cruise, right? Okay, the
Okay.
food's great, the activities are great,
Hmm.
everything about a cruise is pretty much great, right? But one of
Hmm.
the best damn things, period, is the people that you will meet on that damn cruise ship.
Oh, I believe it.
Brian and I have got some lifelong friends that we will talk to for the rest of our life that we met on the ship.
Yeah, especially the first cruise.
Yes.
And let me see here.
Now, what if my husband decided that, okay, of course, he wouldn't let me go alone. So, if my husband decided, because sometimes me and him do different trips,
Right.
he'll go do his
Yo,
with
how
his
you doing,
buddies,
Jed
and
Pal?
I can go do mine with mine. But I don't want. I could stay in a room by myself, but I prefer to stay with another female. But I could pay for my own stuff myself, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
But I would have to be made that I would be secure. You know what I mean.
Oh, let me tell
So,
you, you would be fine. There's all sorts of security on the ship, right? And everyone that goes on the trip, let's put it this way, you would be looked over like a hawk, right?
yeah,
okay,
Everyone would be like looking over you like a hawk, making sure
yeah,
that you're fine and nothing happens to you. So,
okay.
I mean, that's something I wouldn't even worry about.
Yeah, because I'm
Um,
not there to pick anybody
yeah.
apart.
Because if
So
you're going,
I'm having a good time, and
yeah,
yeah.
if you're heading with
Like
me,
if Electro Jed would go and his daughter was going to go, well, then she could sleep in a room with me. That would
yeah,
be cool too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That
yeah.
would be good. She could come in the room with me if I was by
Like,
myself.
if, right. Put it like this: if you were heading west, nobody, nobody would mess with you. Put it like that.
Okay, thank y'all. That's all I
Nobody.
was learning.
yeah, in our first cruise, I didn't have to worry about seeing Brian in the room because you, it was the second night that we were out, right?
Hmm.
And I had closed down the casino and I
Yeah,
Oh
had
Lord.
closed down my drink package. I was fucked up beyond fucked up,
it
right?
was. It was fucked up. All right. I
Come to the
Now let
room
me
and
ask you this question:
yeah,
do you believe that their casinos are set to where
it-
they're going to let you win some and lose some? Because that's what I was told by
um,
people that have worked on them ships. I've been
okay.
told they're always set.
Oh, I play roulette. That's all I play, right? This
Okay.
last cruise that we took, I walked out with $14,000 I had won, right?
Oh Lord.
I won $9,000 on the one that Brian and I went on. Um, huge chunks of money. So they're not
Pretty
just
good.
letting me win.
Yeah.
And
Here,
how
I just
come you
want
didn't
to.
share none of those winnings? Dude, would you believe that damn store was busy as fuck? That's
I
what time
believe it.
was
Here,
looking.
I just want to shout out Jed Kyle. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
Hey.
How you doing, Brian? What's up, Soul Rebels in the house? Outlaw Boxing Jet. How you doing, brother? Anyway, sorry it took me so long, but that fucking store was
No, no
busy.
worries, man.
It's
So
okay. We've been having good talk.
well,
Stormy,
good and wet,
I
but
know what happened. Okay. Jed has this
here we
huge
go.
fetish,
Hold
right?
on. Let me go ahead and just kick him off. Don't listen to anything he's got to say.
He
Okay.
had to go
I
to the
think I'm gonna
bathroom,
believe him.
but he had to go to the bathroom in that damn gas station and put his little pecker through the glory hole. And
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
don't listen to him at all.
Yeah, that's good.
It's
No,
not
that's
little,
good.
it's medium. Thank you very much. Fuck you.
Well, he's
That was
just
funny.
know what I think John's doing. I think he's just comparing your size to his.
I
As his
don't want, you
level,
know what?
you know.
After being on a cruise with John, I don't want to compare anything of mine with his
Fair enough.
because he's got bad gas, and I don't want to compare my gas to his
Oh
gas.
Lord, the fort done. Oh Lord. You know
No,
what? Let me tell you something.
it's
It doesn't
it's
get
a
around.
nuclear
Do you know
weapon.
my husband still does that to me? My goodness, he still does it after all these years. I got to get up, walk out the room. He blew, and he thinks it's the funniest thing. And I'm like, oh my Lord. He said, honey, can you look? Can you look at my back real quick? I'm like, what? He says, put the covers down. Come look. I mean, I'm like, I can't see. Turn the light on. I'll hit the light. I'll get a look at. I'm like, oh, blows the whole room up, does it all. And, he thinks this stuff. What? He's just a big kid, and it's okay. It's it's just what I live with. I
well,
mean,
ask Jed.
funniest thing. Not all the time, just every once in a while we have our little good times. Blows the
Yeah,
whole room up.
ask Jed about trying to go to bed, right? And
Mhm.
me just blowing his ass up.
What's that about, you? Yeah. Oh, he done ducked out again. I've heard the stories. Can you imagine the dogs? Like I have two shepherds in my room, and I have these big dog beds that are on one side of the room and the other.
Dude, you would ask the
Imagine.
question when I walk away from the fucking mic for a second. You want to talk about blowing up? This dude, me and Katie, he fucking blew us up in his house with the fan that went right at us, and then he blew one in the hotel room, where he shut the door
I smelled
behind.
that one.
Oh my god, Jesus! Now I'm gonna go make me a sandwich. Please continue talk.
Okay,
Yeah.
so imagine being in a room with the two dogs and the
I'd
man, and
rather.
you're sleeping.
I've lived
All of
in
a
the room with two
sudden,
dogs. I've lived in the room
wakes
with
you
two dogs. I'd rather,
up.
right? I'd rather the two dogs let off than John. Tell you the truth.
Woo! I imagine when I have the two dogs and the man lighting up. It grossed me out. I had to get up, walk out the room. I'm like, and all I get is the wagging of the tails, giving me kissy love. He's laughing his ass off. I'm like, oh my God.
No, I think the
Oh,
funniest one that I let, okay, we had just gone to the fish house and ate, right?
hmm
And we tracked down another taxi to go back, right? And
Oh yeah.
um I we were about halfway and I blew one out, right? And
hmm
all of a sudden I just watched the taxi driver's face like whoosh, like it just hit
That's it.
him in the damn face. Like
That changed. Yeah. Check this out.
The
I was in
taxi
a
driver.
gross.
The taxi driver literally thought it was some sort of chemical weapon. He
But I
literally
bet
did.
he thought. I bet that's what he thought.
He goes to me. He goes, "That's a fucking chemical weapon." He goes, "That."
Yup. I was in the store with my husband. I took him to the grocery store with me. We're shopping. We're doing good. We are going down these aisles. Everything's good. He's talking about this. There's a
You
whole
get your
line. Yep, there's a whole line, a whole grocery aisle full of all different kinds of people. Quite a few elderly. My husband lets it out silent. Walks halfway down the thing and says, "Honey, I told you not to eat them beans tonight." Oh my God, at least say, "Excuse me." My face turned. I didn't even know what to say, and I'm always good with quickness. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God.
yeah,
Turned the card away, went the other way. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get you. His ass was laughing, so all them ladies thought I was crazy. So one lady, as I was coming out the end of the aisle to turn to go to the next one to get around it, that asshole, and he left. She was like, "Honey, there's certain things you can take for your bowels. You know, it'll help you out." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, I understand." I'm just dying. And, oh my God.
yeah,
Guess yeah, it was one of them. You had to be there. I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of women that had their men do it in the house and leave, but this one was crazy. There was like so many people in the house. My God.
yeah.
You
She
broke
drop
up
off.
there. No,
No, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Um, I try not to fart in public.
I'm telling you, that's what I was hoping, but he does it to me
Very
every
hard.
once in a while.
Yeah. So,
Every once in a
um,
while, my husband does it. He's normally pretty good, but just every once in a while. Don't ask me
I really,
why.
I do Katie wrong a lot. Like sometimes we'll go to the store, right?
That's what I just, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we'll go to the store, right? And she's in the aisle with me, and I'll go in
Yep.
front of her, and I'll go and I'll just do a drive by down the whole aisle, right?
That's
if
what my
And
husband,
then she's
I,
behind
that's
me.
what I just said.
I'll tell you what I do, Jed. Right. Um, just say if I'm going, right. Just say if I'm going to the store, whatever. Right. And I take a drive down. Right. I
Mhm.
park my car far enough away so I walk, and if I'm going to do a fart, I do a fart in between.
You walk for it, walk for it, walk for it, walk for
I walk, between the
it.
car until I get to the store. Walk, I put my
You
car
hoping
far
it's
enough
all
away,
out?
so yeah, to make sure it's all right.
Yeah. So you walk for it, walk for it, walk
Yeah,
for it.
pretty much. And then by the time I get to the store,
You
I hope it's all
like a
gone
fart
and the smell's
walk.
gone. So yeah,
Y'all are lucky. My wife has banned me from eating extremely spicy food. So
Oh Lord,
Why
I
doesn't
gotta
she ban
imagine.
you before we go to visit you?
because I do it on purpose.
I know you
Oh
do.
Lord, your
I
wife
believe you.
puts up with you doing it. She probably used to you anyway. Y'all been married for a lot of years.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, she's used to it, like me. I'm used to it. Okay, I get it. That I understand where she's coming from. Go ahead.
but yeah, I'm banned from eating. I'm very lactose intolerant also. So you mix
Oh Lord.
you mix the mixture of the spice with anything dairy, and the stuff that comes out of me is, well, it can peel paint off the
How
walls.
did this turn out to be a John's ass?
Oh.
No offense.
I
No
wasn't
offense.
there, Brian. I wasn't there for this one. I don't know if you were, but with John. But I heard about him doing it. laying one out in the elevator in one of the
Nope.
ships.
That was the first cruise. I
Oh,
wasn't there for that.
I
That
heard
was the
stories.
girl. That was the girl standing behind him, the little
I
girl.
heard he cleared out an entire deck.
I
Oh
heard he
my
cleared out two.
goodness.
Actually,
I
that was
heard he cleared
3
out
decks.
two.
No way. Oh God. Did you drink milk or did you eat cheese or something? Because like you said, you're lactose intolerant.
The night before, I had gone out to B Dubs and I ate like 2 dozen of their like ghost pepper wings. And it just, anytime I eat extreme spice like that, it destroys everything. I mean, just everything. And
Oh,
Including humans.
The Inhumans.
human. So funny. So, Dad, are you on here?
Say, no, I wasn't on the first cruise. I was planning
No,
on going.
no. Listen to what I said. Listen. So, next for cruises, do different things. Not cruises, different vacations. Uh,
You're cutting up. You're
Yo,
cutting up,
yo,
Stormy.
Dad, give me a second.
that could be cool. I'm button up. I'm outside. I'm outside.
Give me a
That
second. Let me say hello. Wait, Dub, right side, is that you, brother?
Yes, sir. Hey, Uncle
Hey,
EJ,
what's
Uncle
up? How you
EJ,
doing,
Uncle
brother?
EJ. You know, hey, I seen you live. I ain't had a chance to jump on and rock with you. So shout out to my brother Uncle EJ.
oh, yeah.
Yo, Dub, right side, been a while, bro.
Hey, salute to you, family.
So you're be able to stay in a room with me if my husband couldn't make it, Jed, is what I was trying to say.
Oh,
Because I
God.
wouldn't stay in a room by myself. So
I
I don't
get you.
care. We'll put her up. We'll put her a little thing up, and she can just come on in the room with me. We ain't got to tell nobody.
Can I ask Uncle EJ what the topic of conversation is? I just seen you live. I said,
Oh,
let me jump
we're
on
just
with my
talking.
uncle.
We're just talking about. We're planning on another cruise, not for this year, but next year around September. So we're just talking about the previous cruises we were on.
Well, I did want to say one thing. If y'all go on a cruise, don't act like some of these Negroes that they got up there on these damn cruises. Y'all be in order now. Y'all be in order.
No,
That's
I
all I
they
ask
no,
for.
they're playing, yo, dude.
Oh, who is that? I've
I'm
never
a,
met this person. Who is this speaking?
this is Dub Right Side. This is my brother, Dub Right Side. Let me introduce you.
Hi.
This
What's
is
going on,
Stormy,
Sid?
and of course you know Star Wars Dad and Brian Harkin. Um,
Absolutely, absolutely.
I
dude,
think everybody's welcome.
there were plenty of brothers and sisters on that cruise. Let me tell you, because I talked to all of them.
Yeah, I
There,
talked to him too. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was talking with all of them. There were plenty of brothers and sisters on that cruise, man. I felt at home, especially in that '80s club, because I was
Oh, I would
dancing.
love that. Ladies Club. Oh.
All I'm trying to tell you, Uncle EJ, all I'm trying to say is don't go, don't, and I love my people. I love them. Don't get on the damn cruise acting a fool. Don't. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Don't get up there acting a fool. Get on there and be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Act like you got some home training because if I would have got up there act like that, I already know the people who raised me. They gonna be looking at me. They gonna look at me like I'm crazy than a mother.
Like,
I'm just
you
saying.
didn't hear
Yeah.
about
Be
what
in order.
happened? You didn't
Here.
hear about what happened with me on the last cruise and me getting up. All right, I
You was
got to.
acting. Hold on, Uncle EJ. You was acting the fool.
Yeah, well, I wasn't acting a fool, but I didn't pay attention to my surroundings.
Oh Lord.
Here's what happened. All right, so I'm gonna describe it to you, and then you're already gonna know where I fucked up at. Anyway, we were in the '80s dance nightclub, right? You know, they had '80s music, and you know,
Shout out to the old folks.
this
Shout
was
out
the
to the
nightclub,
old
right?
folks, man. Shout out to the old folks.
Yeah.
Without a
So
doubt.
anyway, I'm dancing with Katie on the floor and everything. Katie gets tired. She sits down, and I ask Katie, "Is it okay if I go dance with somebody else?" Katie says, "Yeah, go ahead." So
I'll
I
be right
go,
back, Jed.
all righty, sweetheart. All right. So I go and I look around, and there's this one lady, all right, thicker than a Snickers. She had a yellow dress on, right? She was dressed to the teeth. Everything was tight. She was there with a dude. Okay. Now here's where you got to pay attention, Dub.
I'm listening.
He had gold caps on. All right. He had like 5 or 6 gold chains on.
You are
Hey, let me
wait a minute.
finish. No,
No.
no, brother. Let me
You out of
finish.
order.
No,
Look.
you gotta
You gotta
let me
know who
finish.
you gotta know who old lady you're dancing with. You gotta know
Wait
who
a
old lady
minute.
you're
Wait a
dancing with.
minute.
Now.
Let me
Go ahead.
finish before you start judging, motherfucker.
I ain't judging.
So he got all these chains on, and I'm being respectful, and I didn't remember from my hood days what this whole thing spelled out, right? So I said, "Hey man, do you mind if I dance with your wife?" That's what I called her, his wife, not knowing,
Hold
not
on. You asked.
realizing
Hold on.
that
But you
wasn't his
asked.
wife. That
But
was
you
that
asked
was
him that. But
huh?
you asked.
I asked. Yeah, I asked. So
Okay. That's
you mind
respect.
if I
That's
dance
respect.
with your wife? And he said, "Yeah, brother, no, go ahead, dance all you want." All right, and then so I'm dancing with her, right? Dude. It's all going fine, and then there's a part of the song where she backs her shit right up on. She backed her trunk up to my junk and basically put my shit between her cheeks. All right.
Her
Somebody out of
hump,
order.
her hump,
Somebody
her
out of
hump,
order.
her hump
I'm
is
just
on
gonna
your
tell you,
junk. Your
Uncle
junk.
EJ, I'm gonna just tell you, somebody out of order. I ain't gonna say you or her. Somebody out of order.
Her
Somebody.
hump, her hump is on your junk.
So then I look at my wife and I see her look, and then I see her turn around away, and then I see LT like LT's looking around like, "Oh, you done fucked up," you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think all the fellas were there and saw that shit, right? So
Yeah, I
then
saw it. I
Hey,
saw it.
I tried to back away.
everybody, hold on, everybody who saw it understood at that current moment in time.
You
Uh,
fucked up.
hey. We might have to fight tonight. We might have to fight. And everybody understood that you might not have. I ain't saying you did. All I'm saying, everybody else, when they was watching, they understood. We may go to blows tonight. That's what folks understood.
I
But
was ready. Here, if it went down to blows, I was ready anyway. But
so
yeah.
I back away, right? And she keeps backing up to me. So I back away and I go to the front of her, right? And then she starts, hand signaling me to come in closer. And I was like hand signaling her, no, I'm not gonna do that. Happily married. Hold on a second.
Real quick, I'm just going for anybody
So
who get on these
anyway,
cruises, anybody who get on the cruises, I don't know nothing about the hand signals. Everybody hand signals ain't the same. So
Fair enough.
all I'm gonna tell you is if you end up in that situation like Monk did, uh, walk away immediately. Hey, get the hell on, get the hell on. That's what I would do.
so anyway, then I'm looking at her dude, right? Or the dude that she was there with, right? And he's like all nonchalantly just smiling and shit. And then it hit me. He's her pimp. And I was like, oh, why the fuck didn't I see this before?
Her
You know,
what? Her what? Her pimp?
yeah, he was her pimp. She
Hold on,
was
wait a
working.
minute. You dancing with a hoe?
Yeah,
Lord have
I
mercy.
didn't realize that.
Lord have mercy. Security.
Security.
We need all the security in this mother. Go ahead, Uncle.
Here, here. Why do you think I said at that moment we all knew he fucked up?
Hey, look, everybody else, I'm gonna just be honest, everybody else looking like you don't know what's going on. Hey,
Look,
we all see what's going on. You don't know what, all right, go ahead.
I here.
I'm
I
gonna let
here.
you finish this story.
I sort of figured it out halfway through the dance, and I'm like, okay.
Security.
I was
Security.
like, my first thought was, "What's your wallet?"
Hold on, say it again, my brother. Say that one more
I
time.
said my first thought was, "What's your wallet?"
What? Watch your wallet. Watch your damn wallet. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, so
Watch your
she's
wallet.
giving me the hand signal to come closer, and I'm giving her the hand signal like, no, 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 no. We got already too close. And then again, I look at her man, and he's smiling, and then that's when it hit me.
He the pimp.
This
He
is
the pimp.
he the pimp here,
Lord have
and this
mercy.
one thinks that I'm gonna be some sort of trick. And nope, that's not it. I'm not the trick. I ain't it. It's time to go. That's when I got the step infection, and that was it. I just
Hey, you lucky you walked out when you walked out.
It was. It was because I was thinking to myself, all right. I wonder how much. I wonder how much he's going to have to pay for this 5 minute dance.
And by
Hold on.
this time, when they got out of there, it was the fourth time that Katie had kicked his ass with a chakra.
Wait a minute. What the fourth time?
Yeah, Katie had beat me with a chancla 4 times before, or 3 times before.
Security. Man, Uncle EJ now, look, you my OG. You know what I'm saying? You know I love you. You know I love you. You know I'm gonna tell you the truth. Man,
How
if you
did
ain't
I
see
not know? How
if you
did I
ain't
not realize?
how did you see that coming?
I was just there on the ship to have a good. I didn't even think about it, man. And it's like this is what oblivion feels like. I was oblivious to all this shit, and I'm just there trying to have a good time, and all this shit happens, and then I can't believe that I didn't recognize that shit when I was in the game just 20 years prior. So I know this shit.
Man, you said 20 years, man. 20 years changed a lot changed in 20 years. A lot
Jed,
changed.
he can be your partner get into the fucking shark cage with.
Hey,
No.
look. Uncle EJ, I'm gonna just tell you. If I would have been there with you, get what I would have did. I'm gonna walk by you and I'm gonna be like, you out of bring your ass. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ain't got time for this.
I just wanted to see how far you take it.
Yeah, Brian
Hey, hold
was
on,
watching the whole thing, man.
hold on, wait a minute. Y'all want to see the smoke. Y'all want to see the smoke go on. Y'all out
I, I was here. I was itching for something to happen. If it would have came down to blows, I wouldn't have
Are you
been.
blowing me off tonight?
Shut the fuck up. John, you know what? You out of order, man.
Yeah,
All right. You
you
got
know, right?
5 seconds, John.
I was dying for a fight. At that point. So
wait a minute. Hold on. You said you dying. You on a cruise. You dying
yeah.
for a fight?
No, see,
No, I
Brian,
was dying. I was dying for a fight. It was going to
Brian was
happen.
down for a fight, but he didn't
Man, I
mind
don't.
that
Hold
I
on.
was
Wait a
in the
minute.
middle of the
Wait a
fight.
minute. Wait a minute. If I'm on a cruise, I'm there to enjoy myself. The last thing I'm looking
Right.
for is a fight.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
last thing I'm looking for. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke.
Listen, I think Brian would have waited until I got hit and see if I would have handled it okay.
Hey,
I think that's what Brian was
Did
waiting
he
for.
make? Is he making it? Is he making it right now? Is what you telling me?
Yeah, well, anybody has my bro EJ, they got a problem with me, but tell you that.
Man,
But you
you
know
can't
who knew right from the
listen.
start?
Hold on, wait a minute. If I'm going on a cruise with an individual, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I done been on 2 cruises in my whole life. I hate cruises. I get seasick very quickly.
Fair enough.
Hey, shout out to Georgia. Negroes from Georgia. We don't like cruises. I'm just telling the truth. Give me
Fair
a
enough.
resort. Give me a resort. Let me sit on the beach. I'd rather do that. But on a cruise, if I see there's somebody that I'm with, I'm not looking for my partner to get. I'm not looking for him to get clipped. If I even believe that somebody for the clip him, I'm gonna clip your ass first. I'm gonna
Fair
throw the
enough.
first punch because you're not gonna land nothing of significance.
I don't want. I don't want to start. I don't want to start a fight unnecessarily.
But that's why I say, Uncle EJ, you gotta have better judgment because I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
Yeah,
care.
okay.
Yeah.
I almost got Jed into a fight,
I'm
with this couple anyway. So
yeah. And later on the cruise, that fucking John almost gets me into a free for all with another couple because he's telling them I'm a swinger and shit like that. It's like,
Wait a minute.
no,
Wait a
no.
minute. Hold on. Everybody, Uncle EJ, everybody you take it with you, they looking to get you into a fight. What are we doing? Wait a minute. Listen, I'm
These
6'5".
are my friends.
Well, you, I ain't got no problem in my own. I mean, no disrespect when I say this,
Yeah.
but these would not be the nigga. I'm not taking none of y'all with me on the cruise.
fair enough.
Nah, I'm not doing it. Cause
Fair
y'all,
enough.
hold on. Somebody just said, well, I seen it about to happen, and I'm waiting for it to happen, and I think he gonna get hit. No.
No, I didn't know if he was going to get hit, but I'm saying if somebody would have hit him, they would have been on, right?
That ain't what
Right, but
Uncle EJ just told me what happened.
yeah, right. Right. I was thinking to I was thinking to myself, that's a pimp. There's no problem. There's no problem here. I was just thinking, now if he would ask for
He's married.
yeah, right.
It's a
My,
huge problem,
what I was thinking, no, right. What I was
man.
thinking, no, was I wonder how much the dance was going to cost him.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
And if he didn't,
Hold on. Where you? Hold on, brother. Where are you from?
if he didn't pay up, right? If he
Where are
didn't
you
pay up,
from? Where are
then
you?
it would have been,
Hold on. Where are you from?
Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's from Ireland, man.
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm from Georgia, right? The
Yeah,
United States. I'm from Georgia, and the last thing that I want to see is anybody that I'm with. I don't want, like I tell y'all on the regular, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I'm old enough to understand that I could probably whoop somebody's ass. I probably can. I could probably do that. But
yeah.
at the same time, that's the last thing I would ever want to do. And if I see anybody that I'm with out of order, because when you dancing with a lady who dealing with a pimp, that's smoke regardless. That's gonna end up being smoke. What? That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's what that's
Dub,
how I look at it.
You want to know the sad part? Here's the sad part, Dub.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on.
no, you haven't heard the
No,
sad part.
hold on, Uncle
The
EJ, real
sad
quick.
part is I used to be a watchdog.
Real quick. I want you to say this. But you telling me the sad part ain't that he said that I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with you, and that ain't the sad part.
That's not the
Well,
sad part.
what is the sad?
The
My
sad
God,
part is, Dub, I used to be a fucking watchdog.
you should have known this too.
Yes, that's the sad part. I should have fucking known. But I'm on a
What are
cruise
we
trying to.
doing? What are
In
we
my here,
doing?
in my defense, I don't know all the rules to the game because I didn't grow up in the hood. So
I understand. I ain't mad at you. Hey, I ain't never been to Ireland. So
yeah,
shout out to y'all. But I
And
grew up in the hood.
mind you,
I grew up around niggas. I
you
say
could
that
ask these.
respectfully.
You could ask these two. That dude was not small. That
no,
was
he
a
wasn't.
big
It wasn't.
motherfucker.
He wasn't a small dude at all. Right?
What are we
No,
doing? What are we doing?
Here. Do you want to know my problem? Though I fought bigger.
Man, y'all out of order. Y'all
So the problem was
we hold
Jed
on,
was having,
we on the damn cruise. I
yeah,
ain't trying to fight nobody.
yeah, Jed was having thoughts of the upside down pineapple on
oh
his
shut
door.
the
That's what was
Hold on.
going on.
Hold on. What I don't need hold on. What's
yeah,
the
he's
hold
got
on,
it
what does
order.
that
Hold on,
mean?
he's
Hold
got to
on,
go
what does that
backstage for
mean?
5 seconds.
Hold on, what is the
Fuck
upside
you,
down?
John.
Hold on, what's the upside down? I don't even know what that means.
There you go.
Upside down pineapple means that you're a swinger, ready to swing if you want to come and party.
You
Amazing.
put it. You put an upside down pineapple if you're a swinger
Oh, okay.
on your room door.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I'm just gonna be honest, and
Apparently, John's an expert because he was putting up down pineapples in everybody's door.
uh,
So he was. I'm
hold on.
surprised he wasn't walking past rooms.
Y'all said an upside down pineapple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
upside down pineapple is a signal that you're a swinger ready to do some stuff. That you're ready and available.
Well, hey, listen. I'm glad y'all let me know that. I've never had those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't, y'all running in lanes I don't run in. That's okay. I ain't
So do you
mad.
want to go on the next cruise there, Dub?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
In my here,
Y'all
here
got
in
it.
my in my defense, with up there, I'm single, so I'm not a swinger.
I
Oh,
I didn't even. Man, y'all got these cruises, but these cruises get wild. I thought. Listen. I've been watching YouTube videos about Negroes getting on cruises acting a fool. I thought that would be the conver. Man, y'all talking about upside down pineapples and I mean, my goodness, this is a tad bit different for me. I'm just telling you. This is a tad.
I've only learned these terms the last 2 years, so you know.
Here's the thing. We had a great time. No, there was no
Hold
shenanigans
on,
like that.
hold on. Wait a minute. A pimp trying to fight you is a good time.
No, but he didn't. He didn't try to fight me. He was actually cool about the whole thing.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
because I talked to him after the dance. I said, "Dude, I didn't mean any
hold on,
disrespect."
wait a minute. You talk to the pimp after.
Yeah,
Man, this is all right. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
yeah. No, I talked to him afterwards. Once I realized what was going on, right? Once I got my senses about me, I talked to the dude and I said, "Hey, man." Yeah, I looked at him and I looked at her. I said, "Dude, there was no disrespect. I was just trying to dance. I didn't."
Hold on, you.
And he understood. He said, "No problem, brother." And he was cool about it. Actually, he wanted to hang out. He wanted to hang out some more, and he wanted to go the next day. And we actually met up the next day for another 80s
Hold on,
party.
wait a minute. So the pimp, the girl who was being pimped out, then she wanted to dance with you, and then the next day you went and hung out with the pimp.
Yeah, we hung out all of us.
Boy,
Well,
y'all, wow,
me,
y'all,
Katie,
boy,
the
y'all.
girl, the
Hold on,
Pam.
and Katie, that's your old lady, right?
Yeah, Katie's my wife. Yeah.
Right. And so y'all all went and hung out with the pimp.
Yeah. I used to be in that life, Dub, so I understood. Once I fucking snapped out of it, I understood it. You know, that's my people's, man. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
Whew.
But I can't believe that I didn't realize what was going on when it happened.
I
My
didn't hang out
friends
with a
knew.
pimp.
My friend, like Brian, realized it. Fucking LT knew right away.
Yeah.
LT knew
It
right
took me
away.
a while to
Hey, hey,
realize it. That's
shout
that
out to
air.
LT. Shout out to
Yeah.
LT. LT a
Hey,
real. Hey, and that's hey. Me and LT, we don't always like each other. Always like each other boxing talk, but LT a real nigga. I got respect for LT.
yeah.
At least he understood what was going on
It
Ron,
because
took me.
the
It,
most
tell him the
the
LT
majority.
story about the pineapple.
Hold on, wait a minute. The majority of y'all didn't have a clue what was going on.
Well,
yeah.
Brian figured it out halfway through the dance.
I figured I figured out my probably like 3/4 of the way in to it. You know, I figured I saw the guy. You know, right, and I saw the woman he was dancing with. I was like, okay, he's the pimp. She's the right. So you know, I was a bit to the party. LT got it right away. But yeah,
I
what are you on about? Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
on
be
about
honest.
the LT
I
broad.
can't hang with y'all. I couldn't hang with y'all. And the reason I couldn't is because, and I say this respectfully, I'm not trying to disrespect y'all. No, I hope y'all don't take this disrespectfully. But I couldn't hang with you because if you don't know what the hell going on in that type of situation,
Well,
if
yeah,
a bigger situation, hold on, wait a minute. If a bigger
uh,
situation is happening, I expect if I'm
yeah.
missing something, if I'm
And
missing,
my and
I
my defense,
expect. Hold on, real quick. If
yeah,
I'm missing something, I expect the people around me to see what I'm missing and
yeah.
to let me know. Oh, hold on, brother. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is what's going on. Clue
In
me
my
in.
yeah, and in my defense, I didn't grow up around that environment, so that's my defense.
I have no see. I have no. See, here's the thing. I have no defense because I knew, but I wasn't thinking on it. Now uh I don't expect John Star Wars dad to know anything about that, unless it has to do with military bases then he would know everything. But fucking LT knew right away, and he was LT was looking around, guarding Katie, right, like a hawk and shit. And he was like watching me. He's like, "Oh, you fucked up."
But hold on, wait a minute, Uncle EJ. That's exactly, and that's what you want somebody to do.
Yeah, I know. That's what he
He's
was
looking
doing,
around, going, "Oh, old lady, when you out there acting a damn fool." Respectful,
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah, it
But
took me a while to say right. I ain't gonna lie.
he's sitting there defending yours, and
Yeah.
you out there acting a motherfucking fool. All I'm trying to tell you, and like I said,
So when we gonna hang out together?
no time soon. No time soon. Hey, y'all gotta be able to see these things. I'm just that ain't how me and mine roll, man. The individual who roll around me, they gonna see it. They gonna be like, "Oh, bro, you out of order." They gonna call me out of order immediately.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. When I talked to dude later on, when I talked to the pimp, he was real cool about it, and he
He a
understood.
pimp. He's supposed to be cool about it.
No, wait. He understood because I kind of explained to him without explaining to him that I was part of that lifestyle without being at to the level he's at. I was more hourly rate,
But,
and
but
I would
then
just watch him.
you had the upside down pineapple on your door. See,
Well, see,
this ain't that enough. This ain't
you
that
see,
enough.
John walks up to our doors and he puts up an upside down pineapple.
Hold
Right?
on, who John?
Star Wars dad.
Star Wars dad.
He's in this corner here.
He's running in the bottom left corner.
John, real quick. Why you? Hold on, John.
Because he thinks it's funny.
Hold on, John. So you telling everybody that these people are interested in what you said? You said the upside down pineapple is the swinger life, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, John, you think that's funny?
I thought it was hilarious because
He
you got to
Oh,
understand. I'm
we
the
putting hands on
prankster.
your ass. You getting your ass whooped. Man, you can't do no shit like that around here. Respectful. I say that respectful. I don't want no smoke, and I would never put my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can't go on a cruise with y'all, because you do some shit like that to me. Now we gotta fight. I'm just telling you.
But I tell you what.
The night LT picked up a bird, right? Me and LT were sharing a room with each other, right? And I was about 4:30 in the morning. I was in my room. I was listening to music. Suddenly he comes in with a bird, right? And
hold on, you said a bird?
Yeah, a girl.
A bird, a woman, a female.
Okay. See,
a bird. He picks up a female, right?
We don't call them birds, but I understand.
Yeah. Okay. Right. But sort of Irish, but sort of Irish.
That's fine.
Right. He picked up a female, right? And that here that's fine, right? But she sees the upside down pineapple John put on our fucking door. Right on the outside, right? So she comes in. I'm laying in the room. She thinks what we want to fucking freeze him or something, and she runs out of there quicker than a fucking
She got the hell on. She
stepped on, man.
He did the right thing.
LT was mad because he felt like he got top block.
And this is the problem, John. John, when you talking about putting pineapple, and once again, until tonight, I didn't know nothing about these pineapples. I ain't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But the one time, and when I went on a cruise, the one time I was on a cruise, right? It was for graduation. I graduated. My partner had just graduated. Two of my partners, you know what I'm saying? We were all best friends and things like that. So our parents paid for a cruise for us. We didn't have all that pineapple shit going on. But what we did do, hey, you pick one up, I'm gonna pick one up. Hey, we trying to get it in. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with it. But the whole pineapple shit fuck everything up. It seemed like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I did. Right, as soon as I saw him coming with her, I got up and I said, "See you later," and I left the room. Right, but she still ran. You know,
You
so
seen the pineapple.
Yeah,
yeah.
she seen the pineapple. She said, "No, nope, we're
No,
not."
she's like, no, I'm out, and she's like, no, I'm out. But
The
I got
pineapple
up and
is the
I got up
pineapple
and I left the room.
is that a
So
cultural thing, or is that just is that a cultural thing or a regular thing?
That's a
Like,
swinger. That's a swinger cultural thing.
Yeah, that's a cruise swinger thing.
okay.
yeah, so John, you
I
see,
got
John
you.
put it on her. Yeah, but no, as soon as I saw him walking with a bird, I'm like, all right, see you later. But she still ran out of the fucking room, So she's like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm like,
So
no, you're just you and him.
when you brought her back to the room, she thought that it was gonna be a train ran on her.
Well, you see, right? He brought her back to the. I was already in the room when he came in with her.
Okay. When he brought her back, she thought a train was gonna be ran though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
pretty
no.
much.
She
Yeah,
didn't see the
yeah,
pineapple until the door opened. When
yeah.
the door opened, she saw the pineapple, and then she saw Brian there.
Hold on.
That's
Is the pineapple on the outside or the inside of the door?
Outside.
The outside. The outside.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't
So
think she was paying attention. But when she turned around, she saw the pineapple and it was like, all right, I'm out of here. And I'm like, no, I'll see you later. You just
Out of
can, you just can
Well,
do
y'all
whatever you
out of
want,
order. Man, y'all out of order. Y'all out of order.
Well, I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was there. So I tell you the truth, right? I wasn't paying fucking attention to it. Tell you the truth, I really didn't give it. So hey, it was 4:30 in the morning. I was freaking
I tell you
knackered.
what.
John probably just put a new one up because we kept taking them down.
Yeah, my
Hold on,
wife,
hold
my
on,
John
hold
wife.
on.
had like 100 of them.
Wait a minute. Y'all kept taking the pineapple down and somebody kept putting them up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
John kept putting him up.
John kept putting them up in our doors.
What is going
Yeah,
on? This is wild. This is wild right here. Y'all can't tell me this ain't wild.
John thinks it's funny. John thinks it's funny as fuck.
I don't think that, man.
I know.
You fucking all the puss up in this. Excuse me.
Yep,
Hold on.
there.
Let me hold on. Wait, I'm out of order. You messing all the women we bringing back.
All I know is that LT was mad because LT felt like John cock blocked with the pineapple.
It is.
John,
That's
you
exactly
kind of
what's
cock
going
blocked with
on.
the pineapple, John.
That's exactly what's going on. You can't be putting no. Listen, if I'm bringing, if I'm a single man, now I don't know what the room situation was. Who cares? It don't even matter what the room situation was. If I'm bringing somebody back to my room and the pineapple is there, and y'all have an understanding, and I don't know if I'm sure he had an understanding of what the pineapple was. I guess.
Yeah, at that point he did because John told him a million times he was going to do it.
Right. That's what I say. Okay. And see now imagine Uncle EJ just said, "Hey Dub, you want to come? You want to come cruise?" Now hell no, I ain't cruising with y'all. Hell no, I ain't cruising with none of y'all. Hell no.
Here,
Dub, Dub, if you come to the cruise, Dub, if you come to the cruise,
Dub. Here, Dub. I was very polite because I offered. I as soon as they came in, basically I said, "See you later." Right, and I was leaving the room.
But
So it was right.
that's what we do. If you
Yeah.
gonna bring somebody in, hey, that's fine.
well,
Bring if you gonna
I
bring
promise
in,
you, Dub,
we gonna get out of there. But
Dub,
Yep.
if you
That's
go, Dub, if you go on the next cruise, I promise you, no more than 10
no.
pineapples.
You can promise me anything you
No
want
more than
to.
10
Uncle
pineapples in
EJ,
your
Uncle
door.
EJ, Uncle EJ. Now you know I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Am I gonna lie to you, Uncle EJ?
No, you don't lie to me, brother.
So all I'm trying to tell you is I ain't coming on no cruises where pineapple. I don't even know the meaning, and it's funny because I still even now.
yeah.
Is it a pineapple slice? Is it a food? I don't know
No,
what it is. I don't know what it is.
it's
I
a
have no
card.
clue.
It's like one
I
of those.
have no clue.
Here. I'm
Candy
sure
or
John. I'm sure John has a
And
fucking picture.
the second thing is real quick. The second thing is the cruises I done been on. I get seasick quick. So,
Yeah,
hey, put me on that's why I say I go to resorts. You know what I'm saying? Put
I
me.
get you.
Hey, I take my flight. I hate the flights. I hate the damn flights. I get drunk and try my best to sleep on the flights. And when I get to where I'm going, then hey, get me there. Get me to the resort. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm saying?
don't. Here, I
I'll
here, pers-
take that. But the damn cruises, I
yeah,
ain't trying to do none of that shit, especially with y'all
personally,
Negroes.
yeah.
With what I just heard, especially with y'all Negroes, I'm not trying to do none of that.
No,
Because
fair enough.
we got
No,
all
personally, right? Personally, I don't hit the flights. I hate going through airport security. I just, I just hate going through the airports. Right? Once I'm on the
hold
flight,
on.
I'm fine.
You said you hit what?
I hate going through the airports.
What that mean?
Airport security.
I hate going through the airports.
You said
Once
you
I'm
hit.
on the flight, I'm fine. But
Hold on. You
I
said
hit.
you hit. Hold on. You said you hit comfort F.
No, he hates going through the airports because
Oh, he
when
hates.
when Bron's going through security, they think he's Jeffrey Dahmer's.
Well, y'all wild tonight.
I'm worse things. I'm
Y'all,
worse things.
y'all,
So
y'all wild.
uh,
I don't know where I'm at. I might be in the wrong spot. I just came to kick it. I just came to kick it.
I'm having fun, man.
I
It's
tell
it's 5:03 a.m. here. So
Dub, it was some of the best fun we had. We made lifelong memories there, and that cruise was fun.
that was
Despite
fun.
John's efforts to get me into fights, it was
Those would never be any memorable. That would never be memorable. That would never be memorable to me. Never. You know. I'm gonna just tell you the greatest thing that happened on the cruise for me. We found out, and this is once again we got to drink like we want to drink. You know what I'm saying? And we was at this time. I think I was probably 20,
Yeah,
21 maybe. I don't know if I was 21, 20 probably. We got to drink, and then me and my partner we found two. Uh, and this is what's wild. This is what's wild. Y'all put pineapples on the motherfucking dough. Man, me and my partner, we had them in the damn laundry room. We was fuck that. That's where we was at. That's where we was at. So
yeah,
and yeah, because and we had my partner. You know what I'm saying? He had got a little toe up and throwed up and shit. So hey, you do your thing in the room. We ain't finna disturb you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be respectful to you, and we gonna still make it happen. That's how we looked at it. What y'all looking at is saying, man, you finding them, and now we got the pineapple on the door. They thinking that this we finna run the train on you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what y'all was going. I don't know. I don't know. But
yeah.
what y'all was doing versus what we was doing at 19, 20, you know what I'm saying, was totally different. It was totally different.
You're probably a lot more sensible than 30, 40, 50 year olds were.
Say it again.
No. I
You're
said you were
probably more
probably a lot more
sensible than we
sensible than
were.
30, 40, or 50-year-olds were.
Hey, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah,
the stories that y'all telling me, man,
yeah,
these scary. I'm nervous. I'm nervous
yeah.
to go on cruises with y'all motherfuckers. I'm nervous.
Dub, I got to ask you a question. First of all, when are you going live again? Just out of curiosity.
Well, so my aunt, well, I don't want to get too far into my life, but my aunt just passed, and
Oh,
you
my
know,
condolences, brother. My condolences.
My condolences.
yeah, nah, hey, it is what it is. Hey, old folks are old folks, but we didn't expect it to happen the way it did. So I ain't, hey, it is what it is. But I'm probably gonna be live Wednesday. What's today? Is
Well,
today
Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday? I
Well,
don't know.
It's Wednesday here.
Right. It's
Oh, it's
Tuesday
Wednesday.
now. After
Well,
midnight, it'll be Wednesday.
Well, I'll be live tomorrow, and then I'll be live Thursday, Friday. We're gonna call the fights this weekend as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna do all of that, but it's just been a lot going on in life. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you how early it is here. It's 5:07 a.m. So
Shout out to Ireland, man. Shout out to Ireland. I
yeah,
want to visit. I want to visit one day. I want to visit.
yeah. There's places in this country I love, right?
I'm not calling you. I'm not calling you, brother.
No,
Respect.
no, fair enough.
Respect.
Here, I know. Here,
I don't
you know
mean
Mark Unrivaled.
I don't mean no disrespect. I don't mean no
No,
disrespect.
fair enough, man. Fair enough. Here, but here's the thing, right? If situations were happening here, I understand here a lot better than I do a cruise.
What's up, Puro Soul is in the house. What's up, Puro? How
How
you
you
doing?
doing? How you
Hello,
doing, Pro?
what up, Harkin? What's going
Is
on?
that
Dub!
oh
Been a while.
wait a minute.
EJ.
Is that my brother?
That's him in, well, I won't say in the flesh, in the dead flesh.
In the flesh, man. Shout out to my brother Piro, man.
What up, bruh?
If
Yo,
anybody
Dub, throw down the link to your channel, Dub.
if anybody don't know, now I apologize for cutting you off, Uncle EJ. I always gotta say it. If anybody don't know, Piro, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I talk to Piro on a regular basis, and man, that's family. That's family right there. So shout out to my brother.
Facts,
How
factual
you doing,
facts. That's a
Pro?
homie right there. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. Hi, man. How you been doing?
I've been doing good, man. Surviving.
That's good, man. That's good, man. Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Dub, make sure you throw your link to your channel down because Stormy wants to check out your channel and subscribe.
I don't even know how to do that. Hold on. All right. Give me a second. Y'all know I ain't smart as y'all. I ain't
Just
smart
put
as
it in
y'all.
regular chat.
Well,
He's got a panel and shit all the time, and he's not that smart. Come on.
Piro, you know I ain't smart like y'all.
He puts in order, and you get some drops, but you can't drop the link. All right.
I've
Okay.
listened to you quite a few number of times, Dub. You know, you're a smart dude. So yeah, when it comes to boxing,
Yeah.
you understand the sport a
No,
lot better than a lot of other people do.
I always try to be, hey, boxing is my lane. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
At the same time, I'm just going to tell you. I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
get
find,
you.
I'm literally trying to find my link right now. And
All right, got you.
You know, to get your link, just type in the channel. Just
no, I got it. I got it. Here we go.
Just copy the link on the top.
Yeah, well, I don't do it. I can see y'all tell me that, and get what I be thinking.
Mm.
I don't even know how to. I ain't even think about that. I had to. I literally went into my own shit and found
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying. But we're gonna post it right here. We're gonna post it right here.
Cool.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all sub to Dub Right Side, man. Salute to the
Yeah. Watch the Rocket Right Side series, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sub to you, Dub. Right. My problem is usually when you're live, I'm in bed.
No. You good, my brother. You good.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, he's over there. He's over there in pints of Guinness and.
Hey, real quick.
Here, I know I'm here on the pints of Guinness, but I haven't had a drink in 2.5 years.
Oh yeah, you don't drink no more. That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
Like I always say,
Good. That's good, man.
I
That's
gotta
what you
get
want.
Uncle EJ on. Uncle EJ, he ain't did an interview with me. My brother from Ireland. We would love to. Hey, we gotta have you on as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I love doing interviews. I love meeting the people and getting the stories of the people that I talk to on a regular basis. I ain't really been rocking like that, but we're gonna get back into it. It is what it is.
You've been doing it lately. You did a CDK the other day, no?
Yeah, hey, that was a great show, man. That was a great
Yeah,
show.
it was cool. I dug it. No, good, man.
Now y'all go ahead. My apologies. Y'all know I get long winded, man. Y'all know I get long winded.
No worries, man.
It's long-winded, bro. That's Dunning Kruger himself right there.
Hey, appreciate you, Stormy, for subbing, man. I appreciate you.
So what y'all been talking about? I just you're live, fucking AJ, and I just hop on.
They just asked me to come to the damn cruise when they
Mm-hmm.
gonna put the pineapples out.
Oh yeah, they gonna do a cruise. All right, cool.
No. They gonna put the pineapples on the doors. I didn't know nothing about the pineapples until now. And now
I thought it was a tie. You know, like a tie for a suit. In my head, that's what it was.
No. The pineapple
No. Pineapple, upside down pineapple on the door means you're a swinger open for business.
Mm.
they swinging out here. I ain't know nothing about.
Okay, I'm not been a big swinger. You know, it used to be a degenerate, never a big swinger.
Hey,
Fair
hey,
enough.
So I don't.
Piro,
Hmm. Yes,
you was
sir.
a gambler. You was a degenerate. You was a gambler. You
Yeah,
wasn't.
well, I mean, that was one part of my degeneracy, but you know, women were one. It was at a point, but now I'm a one woman man. We're a woman man. My daughter. That's my daughter.
Man, you can't never tell me, and I think I done talked to you enough. You can't tell me you know
Mm.
nothing about that damn swinging shit.
No. Like, yeah, I don't know nothing about that, but all right, you do every day.
All right,
Hey, you know what? Let's be truthful, Puro. You're still a degenerate. There's nothing gonna change
I
that.
mean, I'm a degenerate at heart, but I'm raising a lady right now, so you know, I gotta be like
Yeah,
I gotta be a representative of a good man, you know. Hopefully, she finds out about my degeneracy, but eventually she will.
you know they always find out.
Yeah, man,
They
for
always
sure.
find out, and they bring it up later on in life. Trust me.
But I hear they like
wait a
daughters
minute.
defend their fathers like to the death. So you
They
know,
can bring it up whenever they want to, as long as you're a good father. That's totally different from being what y'all are talking about right now. And I gotta say this.
Hmm.
I don't
what's
want
up?
y'all to think that I'm judging y'all. Man, y'all do y'all motherfucking thing. I ain't mad at it.
Mm.
It's just something that I ain't never been a part of, and probably would never be a part of. But whatever the pineapple, whatever it is, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem. I'm just saying I don't understand it. That's
But,
all I'm saying.
but
I don't understand.
here's the
I
thing,
get where
Doug.
you're coming from. Now I get where you're coming from.
Doug, this is it. None of us are part of that lifestyle, but we all joked about it, and fucking
And did it.
John made
Hold on.
sure he pranked
Wait a
everybody.
minute. Y'all all did it. Y'all did it.
No, no, no,
I
none
mean,
of
if
us.
you're joking about it, like like some useless information, I'll tell you what, because I don't even know that shit. But joke about it. But anyways, I just
John just put it in everybody's door,
Yeah.
and every
Hold
time
on.
we every time we
Wait a
took it
minute.
down, he put up another
Wait.
one on
So
the door.
y'all hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all telling
Hmm.
me y'all didn't do it now? Y'all didn't
No,
do it.
not on purpose. No, John just kept putting up those upside down pineapples on our doors. Every time we took it down, he put up another one.
Okay. So John was the only one who was really a part of this shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
John's the culprit.
John, hold on. John is on the panel, right?
Yep.
John, real quick. They trying to put the blame on you. Hold on, no.
Well,
Wait a minute. We gotta ask the question. Do you accept the blame? Was it all on you, or were they participating in these things?
oh
What's your
no, it was all me. I had bought probably about
Lord have
50 of
mercy?
these,
Yeah,
probably 50 of these magnetic, pineapples that,
hold on.
and
You bought 50 pineapples?
yeah, shoot, I couldn't pass up the price. You get
Security. All right, y'all got
because
it. Y'all got it.
I
Y'all
had bought
got it.
them off Timu. I got like 20 of them for $1. So every time they take one down, I'd stick another one on their damn door.
That's a true story.
Yeah, we still got the pineapple, the first one that he put up on mine and Katie's door. We got it somewhere around the house, though. We kept it because it was just funny.
I don't know where I threw the first. I don't know where I threw them. I just like I just threw them all in the bin. Tell you the truth.
But yeah, it was a fun cruise. We had a blast, and like I said,
Hold on, man. Wait a minute, Uncle EJ.
Change the voices, fellas. I'll be
Wait a
right.
minute. Wait a minute. So we saying that the brother John, respectfully, I say this respectfully to you, John. We saying that this man done went out his way. He done went out his way to say that everybody on the cruise that he's with, because y'all were all together, correct?
yeah, we were
Yeah.
all together. Yes,
And he said that everybody that I'm with, I'm gonna make sure they think that these motherfuckers are swingers,
yes,
and
Pretty
they
much,
willing to
yeah.
do anything
yes.
out here.
And do you want to know the funny thing about it? He thinks that's funny.
It was funny, man.
That's that's the man. Hey, John, John, where are you from? Respectfully, where are you from?
Florida.
I'm from Georgia. Hey, we gonna put hands on your motherfucking ass. You do some shit like that around us, we gonna put hands on you. I'm just telling you, and I say it respectfully. I'm not trying to. I'm not casting no aspersion. Hey, do your thing, brother. Because they seem to think that it's funny. They thought it was funny, so maybe it was funny. Man, you do some shit like that around my
Yeah,
folks.
yeah,
Man,
the only
hey,
person
hey,
that didn't think it was funny was LT.
Yeah,
I,
LT
I,
didn't think it was funny at all.
that
LT
round,
was not happy with that shit at all.
and that's why I rock with LT right there. Cause
Well, no, I will say this much in like my defense.
hey, you can say anything in your defense. We gonna put hands on you.
No,
That's all
no,
I'm trying to tell you.
no, no. What I'm
Put
going
a
to say in
pineapple on
my
my
defense here
motherfucking door.
is yes, I'm the prankster out of the group, right?
That ain't no
But
prank.
but something
That's
I would
not a prank.
never do is pull a prank on someone that is not comfortable, with something like that. Like Jed and Katie, I know I could do that because they laugh about it, right? And I can do that with Brian because it's a good laugh. But um, someone different, there's no way in the world, I would do that if you came along because I know that would be over the bounds. Does that make sense?
Hey, go ahead and do it. Do it if you want to. All I'm trying to tell you is it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me and you. Somebody gonna win. Somebody gonna win. And maybe you whoop my ass. Maybe you whoop my ass. I ain't got no problem. But all I'm trying to tell you is do that shit. And I love the way you said it. You said that I do it with people that I understand won't have a problem with it.
Right.
All I'm trying to tell you is me and mine, we gonna have a big problem. It's smoke. It's smoke. It's smoke
That's
now.
fair enough. All
It's
right.
smoke. I'm just saying, and I always tell for Uncle EJ will tell you on a regular basis, I don't want no problems with nobody. I love all y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to know you to love you. I love people in general. And I think that we have more in common than we disagree.
That's true.
Do
I 100% believe that.
do some shit like that, though. I'm just gonna let you know.
Fair enough.
I'm
That's
just gonna
fair
let
enough.
you know. I'm just gonna let you know now. Do some shit like that. That's why I can't go on the cruise. That's why I can't go on the cruise because y'all that's a game. That's a game and that's funny.
Jesus, Dub, I love you, brother. I got
That ain't funny to me. That ain't funny. No, hell no, that ain't funny. Matter of fact, those are fighting words. Those are fighting actions.
dude. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. LT got even with him, right? Got even with because every time John put a drink down, this is no lie. Every time LT was around and John put his drink down, LT would steal his drink.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
time.
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Every
Hey, look, me and LT, we don't agree on a lot of things, boxing wise. But I love LT. I love him. I love him. That's my brother. Man, one thing I can always say about LT, me and LT, we can rock. You know what I'm saying? If we go out, we gonna have a good time together. We had we kind of look at things the same, and LT will tell you when shit get out of order. Oh, we gonna handle, man. I'm just trying to,
excuse me.
John. I mean this, and I mean this with all the love that I have in my heart. I mean nothing personal towards you. All I'm saying is go do those things on a cruise with me. Yeah. Oh no, we putting hands on your motherfucking ass, and every time you see me, it's gonna be a scrum. It is what it is. It
Okay,
is
so
what it is.
John, now that you know, Dub right side is off limits with the pineapples upside down.
Well, yes, we know. So,
So now you got to make sure you
And
put
I
them
don't
right
mean
side
that
up.
disrespectfully to you, brother. I don't mean that
You got to
disrespectfully.
put them right side up, though.
oh,
So that,
okay. Well, let me ask you this much
Put
because
that motherfucker on my put a pineapple on my motherfucking door in general. And
Fair enough.
EJ, now that you done said it, I ain't gonna put my hands on Uncle EJ. I ain't gonna put my hands on Uncle EJ.
Well, let me ask you this much because Jed is needing a partner, and I'm actually being serious with this because we were all talking about going in a shark cage. Would you get in a shark cage
I'm
with
not
Jed?
getting in a motherfucking shark cage. How many times I gotta tell you? I'm an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm not getting in a fucking. You lost your goddamn mind.
Hold
I'm
on,
an all you eat.
wait a
I am
minute,
an all you eat buffet, and I swam with sharks with no cage.
wait a
No,
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. Listen.
First cruise.
Listen. I don't. First, John, where are you from?
he wants to put an all-you-can-eat
No,
buffet.
no.
Shark cage.
John, where are you
Yeah,
from? Where are you from?
here in Florida.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't have to ask your race. I'm pretty sure I know it. What I'm gonna tell you is I'm not getting in a shark cage. Not fuck up. I don't even like the water like that. I hate sand. I hate sand. I don't know. I don't like the beach. Okay,
Fair
so
enough. I
all that
can't swim.
all that shit you talking about, man, you out of order once again. You
Yeah.
gotta,
Here-
hey, Jed know your audience. Jed know your audience when you're asking these questions. Because
Hey, and here's the thing, right? I can't swim, right? The first cruise we went on, right? Um, they took us out on a boat for about 45 minutes. So they did. They took us out in a small boat, right? And they took us to a place with a lot of sharks. They put some meat in the water. Sharks came, and then we all went and then we swam with the sharks, which was, thing. And I can't swim, right? So the first time I went, I freaking drowned near enough. I didn't know there was a fucking rope for somebody to hang on to who couldn't swim, right? That they put out. So the second time I went, and I hanged on to the rope. And at one point, Dub, right? I looked down on me, and there was like 78 sharks right under me, swimming around me.
yeah, and I'll tell you like
No cage.
all I'm gonna tell you is this. The best I've ever done. I was in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Went to Jamaica
Yeah.
on a boat. Um, got out into the quote unquote ocean or sea, whatever it was. Um, I as soon as I could get back to that motherfucker, I was trying to. Hey man, I'm not
Yeah.
dealing with water like that.
I'm like you. I can't swim, but you tell me.
No, I can swim. I can swim. Hey,
Okay, I can't. I can't.
they say black folks can't swim, right?
Yeah.
I can swim. I can swim. But
Well, I'm whiter than a fucking. I can't swim. I can't swim worth a lick.
all I'm trying to tell you is when I get into a certain area,
Yeah.
and even in this situation, we had paid. Shout out to my old lady at the time. We done paid to go out there and had the little what they call them, the little mask on with the scuba mask and all.
The
We done
snorkel.
paid for all
The
this.
The snorkel.
Yeah, we done paid for all this shit.
Yeah.
And get what I said. And get what I said. I done got. I'm good. I'm good. Hey, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all good. Y'all do y'all thing. I'm not finna do it. And the
Yeah.
reason I ain't finna do it is because I don't, man,
Yeah. I'll
fuck,
get.
fuck
Here.
that water. Fuck that
Here.
water.
Yeah. I
I'm
get
getting
you.
in a shark cage.
Some of the most deadly things we done seen is in the water.
No, you're not understanding, Dub. He think he gonna get me in a shark cage, and I keep telling him
Fuck
I
it.
ain't going in no fucking
Hey,
shark cage.
hold on, damn a cage. You can have me in all. You not finna have me round sharks. It's not finna
Fair
happen.
enough. Here.
It's
Here.
not finna happen.
I was not here. Here's the thing, right? I was not afraid of the sharks, right? Because as I said before, I can't swim. My biggest problem was the swimming. Because
Ain't
first time I
biggest
went in the
problem.
water, I nearly fucking drowned. Like literally, as soon as I got in, I went under, and some fucking guy had to come in and get me.
See,
Legit, right? So
see.
so he takes me back up to the boat. I'm breathing fucking heavy, and I say I'm going back in. And he said, "This time, grab that fucking rope." So
Wait. You said you can't swim,
yeah,
and you're not gonna be in the cage, but you said you going back in.
yep.
Well,
You know why?
now you out of water. Well,
Yeah, I'm out of my fucking mind, right?
damn what he talking about. You the individual in the wrong
Yep,
because you just said that you can't swim. You're
yeah,
worried about sharks in the cage, and you gonna go back in that motherfucker. All
yeah.
right,
And
that's on you. That's on you.
I'll tell you, right? The second time he goes, "You can't swim, can you?" I said, "Nope." He goes, "There's a rope here." He goes, "You go in." He goes, "You go into the water." He goes, "You hold on to that fucking rope." The rope was stuck to the boat, so it was right. So so I wasn't too far away, and I can maneuver my way with the rope. Which way I wanted to go. Right. So that's what I did second time I went in. And at one point, I was just in there in the water, and I went under, and where you sort of look down, and there was like 6, 7 sharks right under me, swimming around me. And I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Man, wait a minute, man. Hold on. Did you just say it's cool?
Yeah.
This is cool. I was thinking to myself,
Oh,
this
wait
is
a minute.
cool.
Hold on. So you can't swim, right? You
Yep.
already done been in the cage and damn near
There
drowned.
was no cage.
Okay.
It
It
was
wasn't
open
okay.
water. It was
It was
open water.
open water.
That's fine. You
Yeah.
That's
damn
not fine. That's worse.
you damn near drowned in the open water,
Yep.
and now you think it's cool to have sharks
I,
around you?
as I said, right, I wasn't afraid of the sharks. I was afraid of the water.
No. I didn't ask about the shark shit. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get to that point. I'm gonna get to that. But you first off, I'm just going off of what you said.
Yeah. I felt safe as long as I was holding on to the rope
All right.
because I could maneuver. I could maneuver around which way I wanted to go.
Where you from? You said you from Ireland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all numbered in a motherfucker. Respectfully.
Why
Y'all
do you
numbered
think why do you think they punch each other crazy? All they do is fight in Ireland.
Huh?
I got to say though, this because Brian and I did this together. It was absolutely
That was
mind
brilliant.
blowing
Yeah.
No,
Loved
because
it.
no.
when I got in the middle of it, I had to look down. I got my snorkel mask on and I looked straight down, and there must have been like 70, 80 sharks down below me, right? Just
Nope.
swimming around. And I mean, it was
Absolutely not.
absolutely amazing.
Nope. Not
Hold
gonna
on,
happen.
hold on. Wait a minute. So being around sharks was amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I freaking enjoyed it. Ain't gonna lie. Right. Take out the swimming part. I didn't mind being around the sharks. I
I
actually had no fear of the sharks.
I
Zero.
can live with y'all telling me that being around dolphins. Being
Yeah.
around a dolphin, it was absolutely I can live with it. I can live with
Yeah.
that. A shark can kill your motherfucking ass.
I
And
know.
all I'm trying to tell you is that at the end of it, and I'm glad that both of y'all brothers are safe, and y'all enjoyed that experience. Y'all enjoyed it.
I did. I did. Yeah. I did for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I,
there's also an excursion in the Dominican Republic that I want to take Jed on, right? And
Not
I
gonna
think this
happen.
would be awesome. It's hang
Mm,
gliding off one of their cliffs, right?
No.
hang
No.
gliding. Did you
Yeah,
No.
say? Did you hold
No.
on? Wait a minute. Did you say hang gliding?
Yeah, hand
yeah.
gliding. No. Just
Hold
fucking
on,
Not. Not.
hold on. The shit that the lady that we just seen this happen. She was hang glide, or I don't know if she was hang glide. I don't know what she was doing. She killed her damn self.
Yeah.
That's what you talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
No, we don't. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got you.
Yeah. I seen that.
I got you,
I
brother.
seen that line.
I got you, brother. I got you. All I'm trying to tell you is this: as black people, and I'm not saying I represent all black people. I'm not saying it. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Man, I'm not doing nothing that's putting my life in jeopardy. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be doing that shit. And
I'm not.
and and, and,
I'm
and,
not hang gliding. I'm
as,
not.
as much as you may say it's excitement and all this other kind of shit, that's fine. That's fine. That's why I love LT. Cause if LT was up here right now, get what he'll say. And me and LT, we done talked boxing for a long time. I love LT. I love him. I love him. You know what I'm saying? We disagree on a lot of topics as far as boxing goes. Get what LT will tell me. Duck, you were absolutely correct about this one.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, right.
You
Here,
absolutely correct
here's
about this.
why.
We
Here's
not.
here's
I'm
here's
not
why I'm not
putting
gonna
no
hang glide.
money.
Right.
I'm not doing none of that shit.
Yeah. Here's why I'm not gonna hang glide. I feel like I'm too fucking heavy for the glider.
I don't know how
That's why
big.
I'm hang gliding.
Oh, I might
I
be bigger
know
than
I'm too
you, so
fucking
I
heavy
don't know
for the
how
hand
big
gliding.
Yeah.
you. I don't want to ask you. I ain't gonna ask your size or weight, nothing like it. You say you too big. All I'm trying to tell you is damn all that. What if some?
Well, if I could,
What if there's a malfunction in this motherfucker? Nah,
well,
nah.
if I could find an excursion where I could actually take Jed and we could go, skydiving, I'd love to share that experience with him.
Did you say skydiving?
Yeah.
My God, Uncle EJ, Uncle EJ, respectfully, I say this respectfully, Uncle
See,
EJ.
this guy's a military man. He's already done all this shit.
Yeah. I've
Well,
jumped out of an airplane like
well,
136 times.
congratulations. Uncle EJ may be, and I say this respectfully, and I'm gonna exaggerate my number here. Uncle EJ is all of 73 years old. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. I know Uncle EJ ain't 73. I know that. But I'm calling him 73. Man, you gonna get a man a heart attack. Yeah,
He
already.
wants to give me a
That's-
heart attack. He
Man,
wants to put me in a cage with sharks. He lost his fucking mind.
we not finna. You trying to kill the man? Jumping out the damn airplane. Man, we not. Come on, man. Come on now. We gotta be in. We gotta be in order. We gotta be a little bit in
yeah.
order.
I'm not hang gliding. No offense. Right.
Man,
So
I'm not hang gliding worth a damn.
there, yeah, yeah. I'm not hang gliding. No.
Man, let
Hey,
me tell you, there's
who
nothing
is this?
like when my military days, there's nothing like, right, when we used to halo jump, right? You get about 50,000 feet
He
and the
fifty
back of that,
thousand feet. Hit 50,000 feet, y'all. Y'all
yeah,
hear this? Y'all hear him? And, and,
50,000 feet, the back
and
end
I
of
gotta
that
say,
C-130 would come down and you just get a running start and just,
we love that you support and shout out to you for being a part of the
Yeah.
military. You know what I'm saying? Respect to you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a tough job. And you probably done did some things that a lot of us ain't signing up for. I'm just telling the truth. We not signing up for it. Uh, uh, I don't
No,
think.
that was me, Mirage.
Say it again. What is
I
Mirage?
said that was me, Mirage. I said that was me, Mirage.
I might be out of order. I'm trying to be in order. I apologize. Let me get.
All right. I
Apologize.
was just reading the comment there. I was just like, I was trying to make it funny.
All I'm trying. Well, Mirage. Mirage gonna be out of order anyway. So.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Him breathing
Hey,
is out of order.
all I'm trying to tell you is, brother, we not trying. I know you had to do it military wise. I understand it. Man, Uncle EJ is 83 years old. Respect.
Now I'm 83. What the fuck, dude?
No, I love you. I
Well,
love you, Uncle
you're
EJ.
you're
I
you're
love
about
you.
10 seconds older, so that's 10 years.
I love you, Uncle EJ. And I don't mean no disrespect. I don't. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to save your life. That's it. I'm just. Man, don't man, we ain't trying to see that. Man, we not me and Uncle EJ, we not jumping out no goddamn planes.
Nope.
we ain't trying to get into these damn cages with the sharks. Man, we ain't
I've
trying
been
to
in the
do
cage with a shark. That's I've already been in the water, free water with sharks, no problem. I'll get in the cage with a shark.
that. All right, yeah, all right, Uncle EJ. Hey, you defend yourself now, Uncle EJ. I can't defend you.
No, listen, I'm not getting in the water with sharks. First of all, when I went on the last cruise, I didn't go. First of all, I haven't been to a beach since I was like 8 or 9
I
before
hate,
then.
I hate, I hate the sand. I hate
And,
sand.
and when I went to the beach this time, I didn't go past my ankles in the water. I went, nope, just not, no, not gonna happen.
I get
Katie
you.
went under the water, but not me. I right to the ankles. That's it. You're not getting me to go swim with no sharks. I ain't
Yeah, I
swimming with the
stayed on the
Hey,
fishes.
ship that
hold
day.
on, real quick. Shout out to Uncle EJ, man. The old school individual, respectfully, they got a young, fine wife. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle EJ, man. And that why that the whole pineapple thing confused me because he got the goods going on over there already. So he ain't got to worry about none of that other nonsense. Man, shout out to Uncle EJ, man.
Yeah.
No,
No,
shout out to the
absolutely.
panel.
Shout out to EJ.
You guys are making this fun. This is a fun panel. This is I'm enjoying this. And thank you, Stormy, for going around and getting more people to come in. And Yepperson, why are you here? If you don't got nothing to say that's positive, Yepperson, we ain't talking drama. You're not gonna feel comfortable here. We're not talking drama. I
Here,
don't know why
here,
you.
Dub side. Who you got? Crawford or Canelo?
I got Canelo, man. I'll be honest, and I love boxing. Uncle EJ will tell you that any day of the week. I love boxing. Um, and I'm rooting for Bud. I'm rooting for Bud. I
Yeah.
love Bud. I'm a fan. Um, I'm a fan of Canelo as well. Not gonna lie to you. I love both
No, I
of them.
know you are. I mean, you've had discussions in the past.
Facts. So um, I'm rooting for Bud, but I got Canelo.
Yeah.
I got Canelo, especially depending on the ring size with what Turkey is talking about now. Um, we're gonna talk about it later, but at this current moment in time, I got Canelo beating Bud. I got him beating.
Yeah.
I don't have a stoppage. I think Bud understands how to survive. The in-
I get you.
the most interesting thing to me is listening to Bomac talk and Bomac saying that we've been preparing for this for what the last 3 years, something like that, according to Bomac.
Yeah.
I think that's very interesting, but
I'll tell
man,
you. I'll tell you
real quick,
who.
last point. Bud said himself. Bud said it's weight classes for a reason. Bud said that. I didn't say
Yeah.
it. Bud said it.
Yeah.
And now you're
Yeah.
gonna jump 2 weight classes to go and whoop.
Free. If you think about it, it's 4 weight classes, right? Because he's fought at 147,
Facts.
right? He's had one fight at 154,
Uh, uh,
and then
uh,
he's moved up 2 more weight classes,
facts.
right? So basically, technically, it's 4 weight classes, right? And
Yeah,
he struggled against Madridov,
I agree.
but
I thought he
you know,
struggled in that fight. I thought he struggled in that fight.
yeah. Right? So
He
yeah, I
won.
think 4 weight classes is very difficult. I honestly do. For a
I
guy,
thought real quick. Let me ask you. And when you say he struggled against Madrimov in that fight, um, I thought that Virgil looked much better in that fight than Bud did. What's your
yeah,
thoughts?
100%,
No,
right?
yeah, I saw that, and yeah, Virgil looked a
Yeah,
lot
and
better.
I thought Virgil cut off the ring very well, and Virgil fought his fight, which was basically going forward and putting on the pressure on Madridov, trying to make him fight more often than he would have wanted to, and that's what he did. He put the pressure on, he kept the pressure on, and Bud Madridov looks better against a mover, against somebody who's on the back foot. Uh, got good footwork. He looks better against a certain type. But if you're coming forward towards Mandanoff and you're putting on pressure,
It's
and
dangerous. It's
yeah,
dangerous.
Yeah, right.
But,
Because
but
he likes working at a pace. Madronoff likes working at a pace. If you can make him work at a faster pace, he doesn't like it.
I will say this. This is the one thing, and like I said, I think Canelo wins the fight,
I
right?
agree.
Um, the one thing that does make me nervous for Canelo, because and like I said, I'm rooting for Bud. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm rooting for Bud. I'm a Bud fan. I've always been a Bud
I know
fan.
you have been because me and you, when Earl Spence Jr. and Bud, me and you talked many times, and you've always gone. Uh, you know, uh,
No,
I'm a
no,
Bud Crawford fan, but I think Earl Spence Jr.
I
Might
pick
do
EJ.
something in the fight.
I pick EJ in the fight, but I
Yeah, I know
love
you done.
but I love like it is what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's almost like with Devin and I don't want to change the conversation, but with Devin versus Junior, I love Junior. I'm a Georgia boy. I love Junior. You know what I'm saying? But I've
yeah,
always loved Devin.
yeah.
Always loved him. And so those fights happen, and you got to pick somebody. I don't know who I'm picking yet. I don't know who I'm picking yet in
I
that
get
fight.
you.
But
Yeah,
at the same time, I've always been a fan of Bud. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
think that in this situation, brother,
I,
you're gonna have to push Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna if Canelo can push you back, you fighting off the back foot. It's not gonna be it's not gonna work for you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? In my opinion. And
yeah.
so I give it to Canelo
He
right
has to
now.
be Floyd. He has to be pitch perfect when he fights Canelo. That's
Exactly,
the only way he wins, right?
man. He
He
gotta be well. This is the one thing I think. This is the one chance I give him, and I take it off of the EJ fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to see EJ fight Canelo as well, but the one thing I give him, if Bud has the reach, if Bud can utilize the shotgun jab, you know what I'm saying, and he
yeah,
utilized it against EJ. One of the things that I missed in that fight is that he understood how to fight EJ. He understood it better than I seen it. You know what I'm
yeah. I get
saying?
you. That's
And
pretty much
so,
how I thought the fight would go when he fought EJ.
but
That's how I
I
saw the fight going.
didn't see it that way. You like I
Yeah,
always say, I pick EJ. So,
yeah. I
but
know. I'm just
but
saying.
I
Yeah,
always picked Bud. I didn't think Bud would win as decisively as he did. I knew that Bud would definitely would win hands down because my thinking was EJ he fought basically the same opponent over the past 4 or 5 years. He's been fighting
I
the
just
same.
I disagree with it. On
No, yeah, you and I have had this discussion. I
we
know you
have,
disagree.
you know,
here,
we
here.
have.
Can I just say something? Then I'm going to head right because I get a shower and I'll get ready for work. Right. So you know who Bomac reminds me of when he's saying we've been studying Canelo for 3 years. We've been preparing for this for 3 years. You know who he reminds me of when he says that?
Who is that?
Teofimo Senior. When
No,
Teofimo was
no,
fight.
no, 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 don't do
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Listen to me, right? You know why Teofimo Senior was like, "Oh, we've been preparing for Lomachenko for a couple of years. We got him down." That
Yes, they beat, but the problem is they prepare for Lomachenko and
yeah.
beat Lomachenko, but then they got but got your ass whooped by George Cambosis.
No, no, I know that, but I'm just saying when he says that there, it sort of reminds me of what Teofimo Senior was saying at the time when he was setting up the fight Lomachenko. He was saying we've been preparing for Lomachenko for 2 3 years now.
Like, who you picking to fight?
Who am I picking to win?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm Canelo.
Okay. Okay.
I think Canelo wins. I think he's too big. I think he's fought bigger guys. He's used to the 168 weight class. He's been there what now 8 or 9 years, 10 years maybe.
Yeah.
So he's acclimatized to it. He's fought bigger guys. He's fought guys. He's fought two fighters at 175.
Do
Right?
you think this? Do you think this? Do you think that? And even having this conversation, right? When Canelo and I give respect for I give respect outside, and I know people always say they hate when I say this. Canelo a drug cheat, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
I still think that when Bud says, "What do we have weight classes for a reason?"
Yes.
And now Bud said, and I like I said, I love Bud. I love EJ. I love a lot of these fighters. Man, I love fighters in general because I
Yeah.
love boxing. But when you sit here and tell me that there's weight classes for a reason, and then you're gonna move up 2 weight classes, and
3.
you say 3, I'll say
Yeah.
2. I'm saying 2. I'm saying 2 only because the fight that happened with Madrimov,
Yeah.
right? I'm
But
saying 2,
yeah.
but
Reason I'm saying
I want to say
3.
this. I want to say this, and
Okay.
this is, and I want to hear your, I want to hear your point on it. I apologize for cutting you off. I'm
Go ahead.
biased. I'm very biased because one of the individuals, and anybody who know me, I talk boxing. I done had conversations with Bill Haney. Bill Haney done said some shit to me that, man, fuck Bill Haney. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get you. Yeah. Yeah, I
Fuck.
agree.
He done say, but that's personal. That's personal shit. You know what I'm saying? It's personal shit. And I love, now even with me not liking Bill, I still love Dev. I'm a, I'm
Yeah.
a, I'm always gonna be a Devin Haney fan. Always will be. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I want to ask though, when some of the when Bud comes out and says that Bill was the one to talk him into fighting Canelo. When I heard Bud,
I've heard this narrative. Yeah. Go ahead.
it's not a narrative.
Well, I've heard this. I've heard this. Yeah.
Well, go ahead then. Since you ain't gonna let me finish, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead. Finish it.
Before you
I'm just
guys
saying. I heard. Yeah.
wait, before you guys continue, I want to say something. Hey, Mirage, if you got something to say, you come up on the panel and you say what you got to
Man,
say. on the
no,
panel.
no, no, no.
You
Fuck
do
him.
not.
Fuck.
You do
No,
not.
no. Hold on, Uncle EJ.
Wait. I got to say this
I
too.
won't cut you off. I
Don't
won't
troll
cut
in
you
my
off.
channel. I told you that before.
I
We
won't
ain't
cut you
trolling
off.
in this channel. Period.
Uncle
End of
EJ,
subject.
Uncle EJ. You know I never cut you off, right? I try my best to be in order. Do I not?
Yeah. Every time.
Man, fuck Mirage.
That's basically,
If you want
that's basically what I'm telling him.
if you want to say something, the link is out there. You just dropped the link again. So if you want to say something, pull up and we'll handle it accordingly. But all I'm trying to tell you is one of the things that I hated is what Bill said as far as, man, see, y'all got it. And it fucked my whole game plan up. My thought process up. It fucked all my shit up, man. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Sorry, brother. Sorry, dude, man.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Right. Like Bill is Bill. Right. I think he thinks Crawford can beat Canelo. I don't see it personally. Just due to the experience, and I'll tell you why I think it's 4 weight classes, right? Because 147, right? Then 154, right? He's had one fight at 154. For me, it takes a fighter free fights to properly acclimatize to a weight.
Agreed.
Right. So yes, I'm counting the Madridoff fight. Yes, he won barely. I had it. I had it. I think it was 7-5 to Bud Crawford in that fight. It was a very close fight. I thought he struggled at points in that fight, especially with the rhythm and his timing. And I don't know if the power was there. Right. So you're moving up from 147, 154, 160, and then 168. To me, that's technically 4 weight classes. Right.
So but my problem is this, and I agree. I agree with everything you said. I agree. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. I think that the Madrimal fight, it wasn't a good look for Bud, in my personal
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
It was in
I
my
agree.
personal opinion. But I think that when Bud can study, and I give Bomac credit, I give him a lot of credit. When Bud has the opportunity to study, I think it looks different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I agree with this.
Let me step in
But
here.
Wait a
sorry,
minute. Y'all got to let me finish.
just I have to go.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Uncle EJ. And this your show. Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is this. He didn't have the time to acclimate to 154. All right.
Yeah.
I don't think he had the time to acclimate to 154, not with just one fight, and he barely wins that fight. If it wasn't for the fact that he had a higher skill set, and that's what I thought got him through, is that he had a higher skill set than Madrimov, and
But you miss,
that's
Uncle
hard.
EJ,
That's hard to
you
say.
missing the point.
No,
You
wait,
missing the
no, but
point.
it's not about that. I just need you to understand. He didn't
Okay.
have enough time, in my opinion, to acclimate to 154. Now he's jumping up 2 more weight classes,
Yes.
skipping 160 and jumping up to 168. So basically, that 154 he didn't acclimate to. So from 147, I can see it from 147 to 168 is what that jump basically is.
Yeah. And here's the thing, right? When he fought, here I have to go soon because I just want to get this point right. When he fought EJ, right? When he fought Errol Spence, right? When he fights guys at 147, when he hits those guys, he hurts them. This is this is the biggest this is the biggest thing with Terrence Bud Crawford. When he hits you, he hurts you. At 147, at 140, when he hits you, he hurts you. Now he's moving up basically 3 weight classes, right? So just say 154, 160, right? So, right, does that effect happen? Can he hurt a Canelo? Can he stun him long enough for him to get his shots off, get his movements off, get his timing off, get everything he needs off, right?
Don't leave. I want to respond to that.
And for me, this is the biggest problem, right? Canelo defensively is a very good fighter. He holds a high guard, right? He was able to hit EJ at will. Will he be able to hit Canelo at will? Because I always believed that Bivol would beat Canelo, right? And my biggest thing with that there, I thought he would be able to land on him a lot easier than he did during that fight. Even though he won the fight comfortably, I still thought he would be able to. But even at that there, right, Canelo's defense is high guard, his good head movement, his good timing on head movement, right? Decent foot movement. I think he slowed down on the footwork,
So
right? I
so
think
so
it's
so this is the problem with, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I do agree with it. The problem is this. I think that and I told you who I'm picking to win the fight. I've already told
yeah,
you that, right?
yeah,
My thing is, and even though I'm picking Canelo, I still think it's a 50-50 fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. And one of the things that I love is Bud is going to have the reach in this situation
I agree.
And what it's not a great. I mean, you don't have
Well, that's a fact. Yeah, yeah. But
right, but
yeah,
no. We understand each other. We understand each other. The thing is that shotgun jab, right? I wasn't expecting the shotgun jab
I
against
did.
EJ
Yeah, I
like
did.
it happened.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it. Now
because
this
he's a southpaw, right? Yeah.
hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish
Go
on
ahead.
this. And hey, I think, and like I always say, I think you're a boxer fanatic like I am. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, we get long winded with this boxing shit. But the shotgun jab is gonna be there. The second thing that's gonna be there is him running it, and Canelo throw wide punches. Bud gonna run the shit down the middle. Who
I
did I
agree.
tell? Hold on. Who did I tell you gonna win the fight?
Canelo.
Exactly. And so, even though I believe that Bud gonna have that shotgun jab, he gonna be able to run it down the middle. I think that he gonna get touched, and the touching of Canelo is gonna be different. We see from Jamel Charlo, we seen that nigga, and I say it respectfully, bow out. He bowed out that motherfucker. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he did.
I
Yeah,
don't want
he
no
And
did.
then the
smoke.
guy moved up another.
I don't want
Like,
no
yeah.
smoke. I don't want no smoke.
No,
No,
that's he
no.
Hold on. Let me finish. I don't think that Bud does that. I think Bud gonna go out on his shield. Bud gonna fight your ass.
Yeah,
And this is why I'm so intrigued in the fight, because even though I'm picking Canelo to win the fight. I think Bud has a good chance.
yeah.
And the reason is because I think Bud gonna run it down the middle on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Canelo love to throw them hooks.
He does.
Man, you can't hook when a nigga running that shit down the middle on you. You can't hook like that. And so I think that it's gonna the pressure is gonna be the ultimate decider in the fight.
Yeah,
What type of pressure Canelo can put on Bud? Can he take those punches? And one thing we know about Canelo Alvarez, whether you love him, whether you hate him, the man got one of the great a granite chin. He got one of the greatest chins we've seen in the sport of boxing. Respectfully.
very true.
So he gonna be able to walk to Bud, and he gonna. I think he's gonna land shots.
Yeah. For me, Bud has to
Go
be.
ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to leave very soon. Right. For me, Bud has to be pitch perfect in this fight. Can't make any mistakes. Right. When he throws, he has to create angle. Right. He has to keep Canelo off balance, move, throw punches, mix up his punches. You're right about the shotgun jab, right? But the biggest problem with that there is Canelo's got a very high guard, very solid guard. He got decent head movement, way better than Errol Spence Jr. This is my big, and what I like about Bud Crawford is when he throws that jab, it is there's no tell to it. He throws it right. He's a bit like Mayweather like that. There, he throws a punch. There's no tell to when he throws.
Hold on. I think the problem that and the problem for Canelo, like I said, I picked Canelo to win. I'm rooting for Bud, but the
I just want to
problem.
let you guys just want to let you guys know we got other boxing fans up here that want to chime in on this. So please
Oh, man,
monitor yourself.
wait a minute.
Monitor
Wait a
yourself.
minute. When real niggas talking boxing, you
Yeah,
let
we
real
got Poodle
niggas
up
talk.
here. This motherfucker loves boxing too.
All
So
right,
do
well,
I.
all right. I'm gonna go silent. Y'all go ahead.
No, hey guys, I gotta head because I gotta
Hey,
get a shower
hey,
now and I
hey,
get
hey,
ready for work.
my brother? What's your
Yeah,
name?
I
What's
gotta
your name,
jump
my
off.
brother? What's your name, my brother?
Brian,
Hey, man, I gotta get a good conversation with you, man. Well, and shout out to Uncle EJ, because if it weren't for Uncle EJ, man, we wouldn't have this conversation. But man, hey, pull up, man, pull up.
I will.
I definitely want to have a conversation with you about this, because I don't think we disagree. I think we agree on a lot of things.
Yeah, no, on this fight we do agree, and I'll tell you what, right? For me, it's separate, right? A bud could create separation and the movement, and he could create angles. It can make it a very close fight, right? I watched Canelo's last fight, and he didn't look great either. His footwork looked slow, right? He looked like he didn't want to cut off the ring. He was following a lot, so and his hand speed was non-existent this fight, right? So this might be the fact that this might be the perfect time for. But if Canelo has slowed down that much, right, this might be the perfect time. But I think defensively, I think Canelo is a far better fighter than EJ, and I think he's a
Oh,
Let
far
me
better
get a
fighter than anybody else he's fought.
hey, brother, hey,
let me
brother,
say
real quick,
goodbye
bro.
to the panelists.
What? Hold
Let me
on, hold
say
on, real
goodbye.
quick,
Let me say
real quick,
goodbye to
Uncle
Star
EJ,
Wars
real
Dad.
quick,
Say
Uncle
goodbye to
EJ.
the homies.
Star
Hold
Wars
on.
Dad get
What can
ready
I
to go.
find yet? What can I find yet? What can I find yet, my
For
brother?
me,
Yes, sir.
I'll be around YouTube. I had a channel. I sort of taken everything down.
Well,
I might
I need
start it
you
up
to
again.
pull up. I need you to pull up, cause so we can finish the conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I got ahead because I got to get showered, ready for
No,
work.
so let
Nothing
me know what I
harsh,
can
man. Take it
find
easy.
yet.
What?
Let me know what I can
He
find
doesn't
yet.
have a channel right now. His channel is down right now, so he just
Hey,
goes on panels.
hey, go sub the dub right side and
I've
pull
already
up, brother.
subbed here.
Well,
Next time
well,
I see you, next time I see you live, I'll pop up to you.
I'm gonna be live tomorrow, so
Yeah,
pull up and I definitely gotta have this conversation with you, because I love the breakdown as far as boxing goes. I love it.
All right,
So
but
yeah,
let me say goodbye
shout
to
out to
some
you, my
people.
brother.
Let me say goodbye to Star Wars Dad. He's getting ready to leave.
yeah.
John,
See you later, Star Wars Dad.
I don't think I've
thank
ever
you for
met Star
stopping
Wars
by.
Dad, but peace out, man.
Peace out, Star Wars Dad and
Hold
Brian.
on,
Man,
hold on, wait a minute. Is Star Wars Dad the nigga putting pineapples
Yeah,
on?
yeah, that's that.
Nah, we not shouting that brother out, man. Fuck him, fuck him.
fair enough.
We
I think
Yeah,
love
he
him.
already fell
We love
asleep.
him. He's a good friend. He's a lifelong friend.
yeah. I'll see you later, Pearl. See you later,
Nothing harsh, man. Take it easy.
EJ.
Hey,
See you later, Dub.
Pero,
Yes.
hey, shout out to my brother right there, man. Pero, you putting
Whoa.
if it's me and you on a cruise, you putting pineapples on my shit?
Nah.
Hell no. Hey, see, that why Pero my brother right there.
Yeah, I
We
I
ain't
mean,
wasn't
I
putting.
doing
would.
that
I would
shit,
if I
man.
was like 20. 21, like a
We,
youngster. I don't know. It's a
what
joke.
you say? We too grown
Have a
for
good
this
one,
shit.
guys.
I mean,
Hey,
Peace.
love you.
I'm
Hey,
a
Peace
much
out,
big
brother.
love,
Right.
my
youngster, but
brother.
Jake,
I
good
was
night,
doing
man.
something different.
Good
Take it
night.
easy, bro.
Good night, John.
Hey, man.
Man, fuck him.
So I
Yeah,
got,
I was,
I got,
I
I
was,
got,
I was
I got
doing
to ask
different.
you, what do you think about the Canelo Crawford fight there, Puro?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. How it's gonna play out is anybody's guess, to be honest. Bud and Canelo are
No,
both.
let's go, Puro. Let's go.
Yeah, Bud and Canelo are both those dudes. So one hopes for an exciting
Pick,
fight. That's what I'm
pick.
hoping for. That's
Who
what I'm
you
hoping.
picking?
Well, I think I'm picking what most reasonable people would pick is the undisputed champion at the division. But Crawford is not just anybody that's moving up. He's one of the best. He's literally like Canelo, like EJ, like a very few fighters that we still have that are kind of like still from the old school, even though they're on their way out. They're complete boxers and stuff like that. But even I mean, even the most complete boxer, is when they move up. Sometimes it's just too much. They biting off too much that they can chew. I don't say that this is the case for Bud Crawford. That's because we haven't seen it. When he moved up his last fight, I thought it was a draw at best. I actually thought
Hold on,
Madrimov
hold on,
pulled
hold
it off
on.
by a
Hold
point.
on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
But
Wait a
hold on,
minute.
hold on. Let me finish.
Well,
Please, Dub.
you out of order. You out of
No,
order.
let him finish.
I know I'm out of order, Dub. I
Let
know.
him finish,
Hold
Dub,
on,
because
hold on,
you're
hold
just
on,
saying your
EJ.
Let me just
part.
land my
EJ.
plane, Dub. Let me just land my
We
plane.
can't let
Saying your
him
part.
finish
Let
if
him
he out of
finish.
order. We can't let him finish if he out of
Yeah,
order.
no,
We
we
gotta
gotta let
call
him
him out of
finish.
order.
I'll let
Anyway.
you finish. Now let him finish. Go ahead.
But anyways, but at the end of the day, like I always say, it don't matter what I think. You know, the judges made their ruling. The judges made their ruling. You know, like I also commend Bud that him and his corner told him that he needed to close that fight out strong because they knew what it was. You know, and shout out to Madrimov too because like literally I thought Bud was gonna blow this guy at the water, guy with 10 fights. You know. But anyways, you know, like he fought a good fight, you know, like and you know to take the title from the champion, you know, like you know they usually fight a little, you know, they hit a little extra gear because they don't want to lose the title, you know. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going with Canelo, you know.
Piro.
What's up?
So I agree, and you know, me and you, we agree more than we disagree. We agree more than we disagree. So, Bud, nah, hey, take me off the damn main screen. I don't want to be on the motherfucking main screen. So, respectfully, Uncle EJ, I apologize. But when we seen that fight, we understood what happened. And then coming back, seeing Madrimov get hands and feet put on him by Virgil Ortiz, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. That we watched that fight, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if we're gonna give Bud credit for it, how much credit should we be giving Virgil Ortiz for it?
The same credit I gave Bud for.
So now it seemed like
I got a question for you, Dub.
Go ahead.
Did Madrimov fight better against Virgil, or did he fight better against Crawford? In your opinion,
I thought he fought, but I thought he had a better fight against Crawford. I thought this just my opinion. I thought that I thought Virgil made him look average and then slim to none.
Which I predicted, by the way.
Well, we did. Well, I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know about that prediction.
I'm pretty sure I told it in your live.
But
you know,
I will say,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother Piro, he accurate with his predictions. So I can't say that he out of order. I can't say that.
I wouldn't call myself accurate, but you know, I get something right sometimes.
Man, no, you accurate. You be accurate with them.
No, I remember I took like I be you know, it's just like gambling, Dub. Like sometimes you go on a run, sometimes you go on a bad one. You know,
Man,
especially nowadays, it's like
and
the
same time that you, I think you was very accurate in this situation. That's all I'm saying.
last year I was more accurate than I was this year. This year,
Yeah, I've had those years too. And then Dub also wanted to add that also in Bud's credit, like Virgil's had more experience at 154 than Bud.
That's okay.
That was Bud's
We're
first
not
fight at
worried about that.
But
We're not worried. But Bud is moving. Bud himself is moving to what? 68, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So who gives a damn?
Well, I mean, Bud should.
I don't. No, I'm talking about it as fight fans.
Well, as fight fans, like I give a damn because even though, like I say, I don't think I'm accurate all the time. I do like to be as accurate as I can, and I like to give a pretty honest perspective on anything. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even though I thought it was a draw at best, and I actually thought Madrimov did enough to win, at the end of the day, like I do see that. Like literally your first fight against a champion at a weight that you've never fought at is a factor. How much of a factor it is, truthfully, is that could be debated till the cows come home. But in you know, in my humble opinion, it matters. It definitely matters.
Uncle EJ,
I'm here.
and all I ask Uncle EJ, let me get this question off right here.
Mm.
And Puro.
Here comes the cap.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. See,
I
you see,
needed, I
can't
needed
even,
to talk shit, bro. I needed it. I was itching for it. But go ahead.
you see, I can't even ask the question.
Go ahead. I'll go on mute.
Here,
Puro.
so I can hear you better. Go ahead.
No, man, get me off the motherfucking man. Get me, don't put me on the motherfucking Puro.
Yes, sir.
Am I? I'm a real nigga or not?
Yeah, of course. The realest one of the realest ones on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie.
Puro. When it comes down to Bud versus Canelo,
Yes, sir.
you done heard my prediction on it, right?
Yes. Even though you're betting against yourself, which I told you not to. It's bad. It's a bad luck. But go ahead.
And me and you have a bet. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm saying. Case in point.
Wait a minute. Me and you have a bet already locked in. Do we not?
Locked and loaded.
What's the locked in bet, Puro?
You got Bud Crawford to win against Canelo Alvarez for 50 smackaroos.
And I'm telling you now, the reason I bet for Bud is because I love Bud more than I love Canelo. Is that not a fact?
Uh-huh. And what did I tell you when you told me that?
Hold on, wait a minute. We can
answer the question. Answer the question.
I'll answer the question.
All right, then answer.
But before we get to that, I'm trying to, because you got to remember, we on Uncle EJ show. We ain't on my show.
This ain't my show. This is our show. So go ahead.
Yeah. No, this is your show.
It don't matter what show we on. What answer my question?
What's the question? What's the
question? I said when you told me that you bet for Bud because you like Bud more than you like Canelo, what did I tell you?
That I was wrong about it.
Yeah, but I also added context. I said it's never good to bet with your feelings. Not in boxing, not in any sport, not in anything. Never bet with your feelings.
And what did I tell you?
I don't remember. Please refresh my memory, sir.
I told your ass
yes,
that
sir.
I still think that Bud has that opportunity
to win.
Absolutely.
And what did I tell you? And what did I tell most people?
That who cares?
Yes, but no, I didn't say who cares. I said yes, Bud has a chance because he's Bud. He's that good. He's literally one of the best fighters on the planet. But having a chance doesn't guarantee victory. Literally. Having more skills in boxing doesn't guarantee victory.
Puro, you tell me a fight that me and you done bet that I have an absolute guarantee to win. You tell me one.
The way you kind of like make bets, in my humble opinion, every single one.
Here we see. Hold on now. Y'all just heard the man just tell y'all. He didn't tell me. He just told y'all that I picked Bud. The majority would pick against Bud and pick Canelo. I said that, man, it's hard to pick against Canelo. I said that.
It's hard to pick against Bud.
Hold on, wait a minute. No. You out of order. You out of order. You out of order.
It don't matter how hard
you
it
out of order.
Fighter,
you want to sit here and talk. When I get no,
you're always crying.
No, man, fuck that. When I gave you the microphone. All right, go ahead, then. Go ahead. See, and this why I act the motherfucking fool out here, because Negroes out here, they want to say shit, but then when you press them on it, they won't say the same thing.
Hey, I heard consistent always.
Go ahead, then. Go ahead.
Consistent always. You won't catch me in half truths and lies.
We catch you in half truths and lies on a daily basis.
We need the drops.
You know, you lucky that I'm not live right now.
Yeah, I know, because you like to censor people.
I don't sense.
You know,
Man,
that's
stop
why
the cap,
thank God we on
man.
EJ's panel.
Man, fuck
And
you,
thank God
nigga.
we were on Joe Chapo's
Hey,
panel.
hey, hey, hey,
We
hey,
keep it the bright side without no censorship.
yeah, hey, yeah. This is how y'all can see how it happens. This is how y'all can see.
Right?
Piro,
Yes, sir.
what's the bet?
$50, sir.
On who?
Bud Crawford for you, Canelo Alvarez for me.
There we go.
Canelo Alvarez, okay? That's how you say
I'll take
Did I?
that bet, but you gotta give me 2-1.
it.
I'll take that bet, but you
Hold
gotta
on.
give me 2-1.
I'm not giving you shit. What I'm trying to tell you is I done took the bet. And I stood 100 times, 10 times. Man,
10 toes.
it is what it is.
That's
man.
what you're trying to say.
I'm gonna let it go.
That's the Bacardi 151 talking. I get it, though.
Nah, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
But it's okay, man. I like to drink too, man.
All right, gentlemen, I'm at 3 hours and 36 minutes. I'm gonna shut her down because I'm gonna go to bed.
Hold on. Kim, we got to do one thing. Piro, help me out with this one.
Talk to me, brother.
Piro, shout out to Uncle EJ, man.
Yeah, man.
Uncle EJ is, if y'all don't know, this is one of the greatest individuals. Now, I gotta say this. I didn't know, Piro. I don't
Yes, sir.
know if you heard about this.
What up, brother?
They be having cruises going on.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about the cruise. I don't know nothing about that.
I remember when they planned it out and stuff, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait."
Oh well, shout out to them for the cruises. I'm just gonna be honest. You can't put a goddamn pineapple on my cruise door without me whooping your ass. I'm just telling the truth. That's just me. That's just me. But man, shout out to Uncle EJ. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Uncle EJ. Make sure that y'all show him love. Man, Uncle EJ doing a hell of a job. Shout out to my brother Piro.
And he an OG, Dub. I don't know if you knew that. He's been doing this shit for like 20 years.
Hold on. He been doing YouTube or
Yeah.
cruises?
Yeah, I've been on YouTube
No,
since
YouTube.
2006.
Bro, he's been doing it since like it started, bro. Like, if I'm not mistaken, that's around the time it started.
Yeah, it started 2005. I've been on here since 2006.
Well, listen.
You don't just say it like some people. Haplo. Excuse me.
Damn.
I got a little
allergy. Okay, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't graduate. I graduated high school in 2006. I graduated college in 2011. So I may not have been here for all the times that you done been live. It is what it is. But one thing you know about me, I love you. And man, anytime you live and I get the opportunity to pull up and act the motherfucking fool.
I appreciate that, man. You do every time.
Hey, love you, Aunt.
Right back at you, man.
Hey. Real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Piro.
Yes, sir.
Love you too, man.
No, of course, dude. That's what I'm saying. We gotta meet up one day, bro. You know.
Hey,
we'll meet up on a cruise one day.
No, we not getting a. We not getting a. No, we not getting on the cruise with y'all crazy motherfuckers. Y'all got pineapples and all type of shit going on that y'all got shit going on that I don't even know about. So I'm not getting on the cruise with y'all. I'm just telling you. I didn't even know. Hold on, real Piro.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Did you know about the flipped up upside down pineapple? Did you know?
No, that's why I thought they were talking about the tie. I thought that I don't know if you guys know, but like if you got a tie in your door, like if you're like got roommates, you got a lady friend. That's what I thought they meant.
Man, I don't know nothing about none of this shit that they got going.
I never had roommates, but I've heard of it.
Bruh, Piro.
Yes, sir.
They talking about they got hey, you got pimps You know what I'm saying? They got all type of shit going on. They got shit going.
I'm a former pimp. I'm a former pimp.
Well, go ahead and do your thing. And
That's
Pure,
former. I said former.
well, do
I'm a
your
one
thing.
woman man now, bro.
All I'm trying to tell y'all is when I heard the shit, I'm listening to it, and only thing I know is that a motherfucker run up on me, I gotta put hands on somebody, and I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke in my life. I don't want no smoke. Phil, you already know that. Uncle EJ, I think you know it, but what you got going on the cruises? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. They got. I don't know. But love y'all, and y'all keep doing y'all thing, and have fun. Have fun. Have
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. Life, living life, bro. Livin, bro.
Don't type
Shout,
it up already.
shout out to Matthew McConaughey. Oh shit, but Dub, we got the big fight this weekend, man.
Also,
No. I haven't been live
the
recently,
written test.
Yes, sir.
but I will be live.
And I don't know where to go.
I won't be
so I
live
think I'm just gonna have
tomorrow.
you help me in the morning.
What? I won't be
Oh
live
yeah,
tomorrow.
good.
Or today. Excuse me.
Again,
Today. But
Yeah,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back in the building, man. Man, my auntie passed away, man. My auntie
Oh
passed
shit, man. That sucks, man. God rest your soul, brother.
I don't want to get into. I don't want to get too far into it.
No, for sure. I hear you, man. But God rest your soul, my brother.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
is what
May she
it
rest
is.
in
What it
paradise,
is.
man.
It is what it is. And shout out to her, man. Shout out to
Shout out
her.
to her, man. Shout out to Auntie, man.
Love y'all, but I'm out for the night, and
I feel you.
much love and respect.
And real quick, man, it's official, Dub. I don't know if you heard. Norman and Dev.
Oh, hey, Pyrrha.
Yes, sir.
Pyrrha, you know
Yes,
you
sir.
my brother. You know you
Yes, sir.
my brother.
What about, brother?
Who am I picking that fight?
Devin Haney.
Get what?
Hmm.
I ain't got no pick in the fight yet.
Okay.
And you know I love that. You know I love Dev.
I know it.
You know Junior from the city.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
from the state.
So I'm told.
Man, I ain't got
I need
no
my $100 back from Norman Senior, but I ain't gonna get it back in this. But it's cool.
Well, you go talk to him about that. I ain't bet you on that one.
Nah,
Pyrrha, if I bet you, do I pay you?
Yeah, of course. Like you no. Actually, no, it was somebody else. But no, I think it was you too. I think it was you and the homie. Like, did it like you offered even not to pay me for the first Figgy
Pyrrha,
Fulton Junior fight, and I told you, nah, man, you win is a win. You know, pay that.
If I bet you, do I pay you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have I ever not been a man of my word as far as paying goes?
No, you literally pay before the fight even happens.
There we go. That I just want y'all to understand it. All I'm trying to tell you is in this situation with Devin and Junior, I'm nervous. I'm scared. Yeah. Hold on.
You ain't getting in there, Dub.
No, I ain't in there. Man, I love. Listen, man, man, you know I love. Pyrrha, do I love Devin?
Yeah, man. But if you love him, bro, but like be proud that like you know, like be
Hold on,
proud
wait a
and be
minute,
lucky.
Wait a minute.
You should be praying to God or whoever, or like if you don't even pray to God, pray to EJ that he got this title shot.
Hold on, wait a minute. Do I love Junior?
I don't know.
Man, I'm a Georgia boy from
I know. I understand, but like I ain't gonna say something I don't know.
And I'm telling you now, if you don't know,
now I
you
know.
know.
Now I know.
If you don't know, now you know. I rock with Georgia from the beginning. Man, this is one of the hardest fights for me to ever call. I'm calling it the week of. I'm nervous about both of them. I'm nervous because I love both of them and I want to see both of them succeed. I don't want to see neither one of these niggas lose.
They ain't.
Somebody got to lose. Somebody
yeah. Somebody's going to get a loss on their record, maybe a draw, whatever. But at the end of the day, they're getting
It ain't gonna
paid.
be no goddamn draw. Hey,
They're getting
man,
paid,
it
bro.
ain't gonna be no
They're getting
goddamn
paid.
draw. No, I'm happy. I'm happy that the
If you
fight
truly
happened.
like both of them, like you say you do, you're happy that they're getting paid, bro.
No. I'm happy that the fight happened. Go listen to everything I done said previous to this. I'm happy that the fight happened. Negroes wanna, hey, you know how they are. What they want to do? They want to put me on the damn, which is fine. I'll be live. I won't be live tomorrow. I'll be live Thursday. I'll be live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I won't be live tomorrow. Man, shout out to and Uncle EJ. Uncle EJ, you there?
I'm here.
I gotta say this, man. Shout out to my auntie, man. My auntie passed today.
God rest her soul, brother. God rest her soul.
Not her soul, her soul. But man, shout out to her. And it's crazy work. It's crazy because it don't even matter why it's crazy. Man,
He
much
loved her,
love.
bro, and it hurts. And God rest her soul, man.
Yeah.
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
Much love to mine, man. Much love to her.
Trust me.
And much love to all y'all, man. Much love.
Actual facts. Back at you, Dub.
Back at you, brother. Back at you. We know
I'm
that
out.
pain.
Hey, I'm out for the night. I'm out. Y'all do y'all thing.
Good night, Dub. Much
Good night.
love, man.
Buenas
Love
noches,
you,
homie.
Hey, love you, love you, Piro. Y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good live, EJ.
No, weird. This was fun, man. I had this much fun.
I wish I could have hopped on earlier, bro. And I saw you were on, but then dinner was ready. So I gotta go, eat with the family,
Esta comida, man. You gotta
La
eat.
comida ya
You gotta
estaba,
eat.
ya me estaban hablando, ya.
Mi hija cocinado, ¿cómo se dice? Enchiladas.
O enchiladas, órale, pues está bien.
Oh, man.
¿Cuáles?
Chicken and
¿Suizas
green chili,
o
man. Ooh, she killed it.
the red or the green?
No, the green.
The green?
Chili.
Does she put olives in it?
No.
Okay, all right.
Come on, that's some white people shit. Come on, man.
No, it's certain people put some olives up in there.
No.
But like Mexicans, nah, it's without the olives. But I asked because obviously you're not Mexican.
No. Well, I like olives. Don't get me wrong. I like olives.
Like I'm not an olive guy, but like I ain't mad at anybody that likes them.
Like with my Spanish rice, I like olives in my Spanish rice, but not everybody likes olives.
Yeah, like me personally, like I still am a big James Bond fan. So like when I was able to drink, I got me a martini shaken and stirred, and I really wanted that olive, but I said no olive.
I tell you
I'm
what,
a big James Bond fan, bro.
This is one of y'all. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not making a decision yet on who's going to win. I want to see what the weigh-in looks like between Canelo and Crawford. I do gotta agree with both of you though that I slightly favor Canelo, right? But
yeah, I don't slightly favor
I've
him,
seen
but
Crawford.
favor him.
I've seen Crawford split high guards with that fucking shotgun jab though.
But that's where I disagree. Like Bud is not known for a shotgun jab. I don't know why they use that particular
No, but
adjective
he's got a
describe
strong
it.
jab.
I wouldn't even call it a strong jab. He has a good jab. I would say even an above average jab. But if he had a shotgun jab or triple G jab, I probably would pick Bud Crawford to win that fight.
But I am gonna say though,
because that's
Canelo's high guard. Canelo's high guard is like second to none.
Yeah. But he's susceptible to the jab, is what I'm saying.
If he can split the guard, he has a better chance than just an average.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to split it because at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't say Canelo's high guard is second to none because it's impenetrable, but he allows it to be split because he wants to counter you. He wants to come over that jab.
Oh yeah, no, he'll either do the overhand or he'll come with the hook. So yeah,
I'm interested in this fight, EJ. Like I really am. The only thing is that just kind of like the way it's like it kind of came out of nowhere, like literally like just kind of like any big fighter, like Floyd, like they asked him, oh, would you fight this guy? Would you fight that guy? Every time in the past, when they asked Bud, oh, he's too big, and then all of a sudden, oh, I want to fight him. And then Canelo was hesitant to want to fight him either. but then they both got paid an exorbitant amount to get the fight done. And then they've been kind of acted a bit out of character during the promotion. But at the end of the day, it's promotion. Like literally, like you can't put too much stock on what they say or do.
Right. You got to do whatever you can to promote the fight.
Yeah, that exactly. But then at the end of the day, too, the performance against William Skull kind of concerned me a bit. That not because like most people are kind of like regurgitated, like, oh yeah, he looked like that because he's slowing down or whatever.
But Skull didn't go there to lose.
And the cutting off the ring, I disagree with as well. I thought he cut off the ring very adeptly, but his
everybody keeps talking about Skull, right? And Skull didn't go there to fucking lose.
Yeah, no, and that's a big reason too. But the thing is that he's fought somebody that, well, not to like literally like Lara fought like to begin the fight like that, but Canelo did what you're supposed to do to slow Lara down, and eventually, he won a very, very close decision. Canelo to me didn't try in that fight. So, and this is just me like kind of spitballing. Like I would have to know Canelo personally to actually know where his mind is. I'm just hoping he doesn't go into this fight just because they're paying him a lot of money.
I think
it's not because it's going to lose. I don't care if he loses. I just want to see a good fight. And usually when they go in for the money, it's usually a recipe for disaster.
But you know what? To be the truth, but to be completely honest, I want this to be both of them their last fight. To be completely honest, I want this to be both of their last fight because I'm tired of hearing the Canelo hate. I'm tired of hearing.
I hear you.
Because the amount of hate this man gets, yet he puts all this fucking work in.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Well, Crawford doesn't put as much work in as fucking Canelo.
Nah, he does, bro. Like I disagree.
No. No, once every fucking 14 to 16 months? No, come on.
No, but okay, in that aspect, I get. But I thought you were talking about like literally in preparing himself for giving for like literally not cutting any the activity. Yeah, okay, I don't like that from Bud. I get it, but yeah, that's why I thought you like he like doesn't give it his all, which I disagree. At the end of the day, I think both of these guys are similar in the fact that literally like. Even though, like right now, there's some Bud Crawford fans that are fake Bud Crawford fans that are literally just rooting for Bud because they hate Canelo, and literally there's a lot of fake Canelo fans that are really rooting for Canelo because they hate Bud.
Yeah, and I've never said Bud was a bad boxer. I've always said he's one of the greatest boxers. I just don't like his work output.
I get you. No, you don't like his activity.
Yeah.
Not his workout, but his workout is cool.
My thing, and I'm not the biggest Canelo fan either because. I'm just not a Canelo fan like that. I respect
and neither am I. Like everybody thinks I am, bro. But this is the thing about being a fan of Bud. Any fighter that gets like general, like just hate, just like literally hate for no reason. It's like we shouldn't have to say we're not fans of Canelo like that. Like literally, you're a fan of Canelo. I'm a fan of Canelo. You're a fan of Bud. I'm a fan of Bud. Like literally, like you could be fans of these guys and like literally like it is goofy shit where you got to, in my opinion, you have to say that. And like literally I've been following both of these fighters for a long time. Like me, I wish Canelo would have retired after the Triple G fight, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I'll give you a good.
Nobody appreciates like all the haters don't.
He was already here. Mirage was already here. But because I talk about Benavidez. I talk about how much I want.
Yeah, but Mirage is literally what his name is. It's a Mirage, bro. He's not even a Benavidez fan, bro.
I literally want to see David lose because of Mirage. Literally want to see him lose,
and I get that. Like me, I'm not on that angle. And then two, I know what Mirage is. Like Mirage is like what most of these dudes are here on YouTube. They're here because they got nobody else to talk to, and just like before even YouTube existed, like there's more. People that think they know boxing that really don't know boxing, bro. They just talk. People just like to hear themselves talk, just like any other subject, politics or religion, or like literally people come on here just to fucking want to give their dumbass opinion, bro. That's what it is.
Or troll.
I love to troll too, bro. But like literally, like I mean, like there's a. I draw the line, like for me, that's just for me. I don't like to look stupid, EJ. So I'm not gonna talk about shit I don't know.
I feel you.
That's just me. That's been as a kid, bro. Because like literally, like. You're like literally when if you can remember, I can't remember, but literally everybody's been in the situation where they try to talk about a subject and they kind of get exposed, and that feeling that you get, kind of like a little humiliation, like when I got that feeling, I knew I never wanted it again. So I'm like, let me just not talk about shit I don't know what I'm talking about.
I've run into that a few times.
That's just me. But like literally, we're living in a crazy time where like literally, and then
you gotta be careful what you say.
YouTube in particular is so funny how like literally just so like, oh, it's just an opinion. Like I don't know. It feels like just like people like don't want to hurt other motherfuckers' feelings and shit. I don't know. They gotta agree on everything. So I don't know, man. Anyways, I'm just kind of like venting a little bit, or like, you know,
no, dude,
frustration, you know, like literally, like YouTube is like literally.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Trust me.
Literally, it's moving like the world. Like literally, like people believe dumb shit because of this.
But now let me say this. First of
Yes,
all,
sir.
you got any closing words, man? Before I close it down, because I'm going to do my usual,
your epilogue. No,
yeah,
I'm good, EJ. Like always, thank you for having me on, and you need to stop being such an insubordinate fuck. That's all I gotta say.
Now you know I'm gonna have to play for closing. You're an asshole.
I know, bro, and this is my humor, bro. Like I like if it's crazy. Like I'll tell you the story one day, but like literally, like people that think they know me, but like they know me, but they don't know me like that. They'll everybody will call me an asshole, but like literally, like they'll like literally won't say it with like a frown. They'll call me an asshole with a big smile on their face, and I like that.
That's how I call you an asshole with a big smile.
And I know, like I can't see you, but trust me, I understand. I hear it through the microphone. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, like literally, if I hurt people's feelings, you know, suck it up, Buttercup. It'll be all right tomorrow. All right,
go.
peace
out, my brother.
DJ, all right, later.
Let me tell everybody, listen, if you can help somebody less fortunate than you, please do so. You don't have to hurt your pocket to do it. You know, spare change if you can, you know, $1 or $2 if you can. If you can't, then maybe give them a shoulder to cry on or an ear to listen to them. Sometimes that's all people need. It's just someone to hear their problems, someone to cry on their shoulder, whatever it takes. Try to help somebody out less fortunate than you. And on that, I'm closing it out. And I'm closing it out with this song.
You walk around, head up in the clouds. Think you're the king while you pushing the crowd. Talk like you're wise, but your head's full of noise. Making excuses while you're playing with toys. Claiming headaches like it's your daily grind. But the truth is, man, you're just wasting time. Preach like a prophet, but it's all just a game. Expect your friends to fall in line and do the same. You're a wannabe leader with a cult full of sheep, but no one's buying what you're trying to preach. You want a clone army, but this ain't the scene. Ain't no Jedi, just a dark side fiend. Why you gotta be insubordinate? Think we're here just to coordinate? Got your head in the sand, man, you need to see. Nobody here is bowing down to thee. Your hero's orange, your views outdated. Making comments that are so damn jaded. Misogyny spews every time you speak. Guess respect for women makes you feel weak. You're whining about your subs like it's some big crime, but your antics are the reason they left you behind. Saying you'll leave YouTube just to make a scene, but we all know, man, it's just for the screen. Quoting Trump like he's gospel truth, but the only thing growing is your excuse. Living in a world that you built from scratch, where no one can question and everyone claps. You think you're Yoda dropping wisdom so rare, but we see a Sith Lord who needs some self-care. You're lost in the Force, but an ancient friend, more like a Padawan with a nervous bend. Why you gotta be insubordinate? Think we're here just to coordinate?